Let's go. Keren juga ya. Sejujurnya ya guys, gue nggak pernah nonton beginian. Let's go bro. Anjing, spike-nya keren cok. Buat di rumah anjing. Kita lihat komen-komen. Anjing keren cok. Bacot nobar anjing, dia lagi nobar. Keren anjing. Beduk. Gue mau. Keren nih anjing. Spike-nya buat di rumah anjing. Targeting theater mode. Ini ada yang udah bikin bumbot asli ini anjir, keren. Sejujurnya saya kurang suka sama musik VCT sekarang, tapi keren. VCT yang sekarang tuh musiknya keren, cuman ya nggak sebagus yang kemarin-kemarin. Gitu. Nah, ini bonus. Ini gue connect belum ya? Ntar guys, biar dapet drop and reward. Gue penasaran kalau di sono nonton seru kali ya? Iya nggak sih? Opening ceremony-nya keren cok. Ini bener kan yang gue tonton, ntar salah lagi. Harusnya bener sih, karena dropnya aktif. Wow, super chat. Grab it, let's go. Kena copyright gak dia? Bodo amat lah. Fuck copyright. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. Ini yang baru ya? Anjing gue nggak tahu lagunya harusnya gimana anjing. Oh ya, ini lagu yang baru nih. Kok enak sih opening? Ini bikin Grab It sih. Luas. VCT 2023 song. Oh iya, Grab It. Grab It sama Bibino. Kok gue baru tahu sih kalau yang nyanyi Bibino. Keren banget. Tapi entah kenapa ya, kan VCT keren banget ya. VCT tuh keren banget bagi gue. Keren gitu loh. Cuman kenapa penontonnya tuh nggak seheboh CS gitu loh. CS tuh penontonnya gila banget aja. Ya, Bibino, let's go. Pantesan Bibino deh. Halo. Anjing seru kali ya nonton langsung di sana ya? Nonton VCT langsung di sana seru kali ya? Bismillah ya Phil ya. Cuman yang gua sayangkan tuh kan VCT kan keren banget ya. Tapi kenapa penontonnya tuh nggak seheboh CS anjing?
Ya, waktu kapan ya? Di Brazil apa gitu.
Iya, yang laut tuh. Laut kalah langsung cabut semua. Itu brengsek tuh anjing.
Nah, harusnya meriah.
Iya, langsung sepi ya.
Ada Mawang.
Mayang.
Mawang itu tadi.
Mana anjing kenapa mau?
Nyanyi.
Wow, duh. Dar. Iya, sayang tuh nggak seramai CS:GO gitu loh. CS:GO tuh gila banget anjing penontonnya. Sampai tahu gak sih? Jadi setiap ada orang yang mau pisau kan diteriakin tuh. Jadi kan sampai kedengaran tembus headset langsung balik badan anjing yang mau dipisau. Gara-gara notice.
Kangkang.
Dava. Kalau MK oke kontol.
Divine.
Kalau MK oke kontol, jangan maju-maju lah, post plane. I'm kayak team. Listen.
Belum dah.
Woi, ngedrop. Gue ngeliat pesawat kayak gini, gue bukan mikirin Valorant anjing.
Ini apa?
Apex.
Oh lah, Apex ada yang juga. Apa emang Apex ya?
Keren anjing, sumpah. Keren anjing. Cuma sayangnya fansnya gitu doang sih anjing, nggak seru.
Lu nge-play ada sekolahnya sih?
Harusnya ada sih. Apa janjian nggak ada ya? Belum gue nyalain.
Gentlemen, it's time for the Valorant Champions Grand Finals. Now I have one question for you. Are you ready?
Ready?
No, I think we can do it better. I want to hear you loud and proud.
Dijak si dulu.
Are you ready?
Halo, bosku.
Let's welcome your two
Anjing, kursinya aja masih ada yang sepi,
geniuses
anjing.
and Paper X. First up is
Yo, Jing. Ini kalau lu menang, Jing. Wah, gila penutupan sih, closingan lu keren sih, Jing.
Harapan dia menang.
Gila. Rematch nih.
Iya, rematch.
Rematch. Kasihan nih something. Yang pas dia dikatain nama siapa for second. Your call is always loose, bro.
Iya.
Pakai manager call anjing. Oh, permen gue tuh di sini. Davai.
Divine.
Tim. Listen. Kangkang tuh di mana sih? EG.
EDG.
Oh, EG.
Kangkang.
Wah, mana
Bosku.
so cool banget ngentot gitu.
Anjing. Terganti. Setelannya sama. Jaket, baju. Tau nggak paling keren siapa? Alex doang udah.
Ih, si anjing bawa kopi. Benkai itu kemana sih? Digantiin ya?
Di Benkai sama sigaret di ini. Kan ada something udah. Ini gua nonton sama lu nggak relevan bang. Banget sih bingung gua bulan dulu.
Anjing, ini masa langsung final sih? Udahan dong acaranya anjing.
Lah, lu gimana sih? Emang tinggal mereka doang berdua?
Apa?
Emang langsung final, tinggal mereka doang ini.
Enggak, gue ngerti maksudnya. ada fun match dulu, kayak closingannya baru match mereka gitu loh.
Oh. Oh deh, kalau nggak salah kemarin tuh kan ini kan ada fun match-nya ya? Yang di Tokyo tuh.
Nggak pernah nonton sih, gue ini baru pertama kali nonton. Dikandangin lagi tuh komputernya. Gila keren sih ini.
Honestly, at the start of this year, I kind of already had an idea
Davai
that this
toxic nggak
might
di
be
sini?
my last year playing.
Enggak.
Nah, ini mas.
Everyone in
Dia kalau besok udah kelar Wamil bisa main lagi nggak ya?
Right now.
Enggak.
Enggak ya?
Of course,
Bisa,
I'm
bisa.
scared and like anxious.
Tapi pasti ketinggalan jauh ya.
I don't know what's
Nah,
like
itu yang nggak
waiting
tahu.
in front of
Wamil
my
kan
life, but
setahun 2 tahun kan?
Makanya dia dikirim ke Wamil lebih cepet biar cepet
I
keluar
just
juga.
wanted to give it my all, like really all. So I
Wamil
wanted to
Singapura berapa lama? Berapa lama? 22 sampai 24 bulan,
Everything
Cok.
was like surreal. I would have never expected to be in the grand finals of a champions.
Ikut 2 tahun sih ketinggalan jauh anjing.
Is to play rounds against them.
You have
Kalau
performances like
orang
that.
masih ada
What does
juga.
that do to the spirit of the
Iya.
team from having lost?
Harusnya sih masih ada sih menurut gua.
Valorant ini ya titik 2.0.
It's just always like a humbling experience.
Gue sih pengennya lawan IG ya, soalnya IG belagu banget.
Second chances.
Iya. Terus like,
No one expected us to be here.
tapi gue berharap dia ketemu Fnatic lagi sih
You know,
emang.
it really shapes your mental.
Gue sih berharapnya tuh laut anjing.
Going through all
Ya
those
antara
struggles.
Fnatic sama Loud sih kalau gue ngarepnya.
Don't think about
Tapi
what
gue lebih
these
pengen
people
ketemu sama
online have to say.
Fnatic. Booster aja lucu banget anjir.
Just enjoy it while you're here.
Kan ini apa berteman.
As long as you do that, you can have no regrets.
Gue pengennya sih lawan laut. Kenapa? Karena kan kemarin kalah sama laut kan.
Kemarin bukan kalah sama FPX ya.
Oh iya FPX ya, gue kira
We've
anjing
had so many
sama-sama
second
hijau
chances
logonya.
this year, and we've always made
FX
sure
merah
we
ini.
take full
FX?
advantage of that opportunity.
Apa sih? Emang FPX ya? Bukannya laut ya?
Yang mana nih? Yang kalau yang pas lagi di Tokyo.
Yang ini nih, yang ini.
It was a
Oh iya
win.
FPX
We
nih.
won the grand finals.
FPX,
Champions, we bombed out. We didn't even get into
Fun
playoffs.
plus Phoenix.
Lock-in,
Fun
we lost
Phoenix.
first round.
Ya gitu dah. Apa sih
It
gue
was like
lupa.
rock bottom.
Yang masih ada
It
Black
was
Sky
a
kan?
really big moment for all of us. So I think all of us really woke up.
We went from a team.
Kalau
everyone
misalnya
was down and
Perex
out,
menang,
and
gue
we
beli
became
baju
one
lu.
of the best teams in the world. But there's always something
Gua
to be better at. So with having that sort of support behind me,
Gue udah ada
is
satu
just
sih,
like
cuman yang
undescribable.
tahun berapa itu?
Before I joined
Yang
Big
awal
Red,
banget.
I was like,
Palsu
quiet
anjing
and
punya gua.
I was always like just doing my own thing. But now,
Aha.
I don't know, I just feel
Anjing
like I
$69.
grew up to become like a better person.
This core has been together for so long, but that big global trophy has always eluded them. But you gotta think this time around, this is their chance.
Ini Perex yang 2023-2024 nih dinosaurus keren ya.
People, and we need to have as much fun as we can.
It took a lot to get to where we are, so I want
Ada
to be
bandel
known
sama
as
kaos
the
kaki
hardworking
lagi.
team. But be free and have fun. That's what we're gonna need to win the grand finals.
Ini enaknya sambil makan mie sih ya.
Wah, ini masak dulu kali ya, bangkit ya lu.
Iya gak sih?
Wah tadi pialanya kotor anjir. Nggak dilap.
Sebelum play anjing Indomie gak sih?
No matter what. and
Aduh, masih lama nggak?
I'm gonna give it my everything.
Masih lama sih harusnya. Aku masak dulu lah.
If this is my real
Gua masak dulu.
tournament,
Ayo, makan dulu.
I
Maaf.
never come back. I'm just proud of everyone in my team for going through this journey with me. I hope the fans just remember like this era of Paper X. But if I win, I think it will be a really great ending for me.
The rest is history.
Just one more series to close out the year. History is going to be made no matter what happens. EG or Paper X will lift their first ever global trophy right here in the Kia Forum. And Mimi, you saw it in the trailer. You see what it means to the both of them. It is going to be a crazy and emotional series.
Both these teams have had a core that have been together for years, that have been grinding it out regionally, waiting for an opportunity. They've both been in a final before, had an opportunity ready to win a global trophy. But it eluded both these teams. And it's one more chance this year. It's the last game for Jing with this iteration of Paper X, and it's EG's last chance to complete their Cinderella run, to go from that team that no one expected to do anything to a team who could be the world champions.
That's the thing, it's the largest stage to try to get it done. That much more pressure, that much larger of an audience, that much more pomp and circumstance to get themselves up here onto this stage, into this moment. I can't imagine the pressure that these players have to be feeling coming into this one right now. We know that these are both teams that love to say it's all about having fun. We want to go up there, we want to have those good vibes. We want to just have fun and not let the pressure seep in. But you of all people know, Sean, that is not impossible to lock out. You can't block everything.
No, and that's why they took that team huddle. Both of these teams, so much similarities, right? The coach having so much control over the team, the innovation we're seeing out of both of them. They both brought in star duelists in the middle of their seasons. These are honestly, you can't stop. These teams are so alike.
Yeah, let's talk about those two coaches, because you guys heard that when Alex and Potter walked out to this crowd, the cheers, the love that they received. I mean, for Potter especially, both of them used to play on the teams they currently coach, but a lot of people doubted her, Mimi. A lot of people criticized her, but she's answered back and she's proved why she's one of the best.
EG is now the team leading the meta in a lot of ways in this game. They are one of the best in the world, and Potter has been there since the beginning. She was playing on this team, like you mentioned, when EG was first signed, and she's been there, has made the hard choices, dedicated to cutting BCJ, to picking up Demon 1, to taking all these risks to get this team to the position they're in now. But it's the same case for the other side. Alex has had to make those tough decisions too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
With a star duelist.
Fan favorite too, yeah.
Yeah, and you let this star player take a duelist role over someone like Forsaken. I mean, that is a crazy decision that he made at that time. But look where he is now. He was so confident.
Apa sih your browser encounter and then the fuck. I don't like it lah.
Alex a bit more emotive compared to Potter, who's widely just sitting there going nice and everything like that. Alex is slamming the desk. He's getting frustrated when they're not doing everything perfectly.
Bro, stream is
he knows how to slow things down. He knows how to pull them aside. I mean, there's a famous clip of him just taking something and saying, "I want you to turn your brain off." And then he went into the very next round, and they just swept the rest of that series. That is that connection that you have as a coach to your players that every single team would love to have.
Yes, and that's a strategic coach telling his player, go out there swinging, right? I want you playing a grindy style that the other team is not ready for. You have the skill. And I see that same stuff when I watch Potter. That's what makes these teams so amazing, is the coaches know how to innovate. They know how to create set plays, but they're also willing to relinquish all that control and give it back to the players.
Yeah, and I think for both these teams, it's that recovery aspect. It's coming back from so many doubts, from such bad starts to the year, to now making it here. Boostu in the press conference the other day said that people might think that they're the villains, but that they've lost a lot. They got used to it. 2021, 2022, they did nothing but losing. But he said that being here in the grand finals of champions, going on this run with teammates, with the coach he's been with for years, it's a dream come true for him, especially in front of this crowd here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, the crowd, they're always behind EG every step of the way. But let's talk about the star players as well on each side. We got Demon 1 and something, yes, he missed out at Tokyo, but he could potentially lift a trophy in his first ever global event without losing a single series.
I mean, it would be nuts to just become a Royal Roader right off the rip, come into this thing as somebody who's playing around Japan, dominating, and then make the run all the way to grabbing that trophy. But Demon 1 would be a very similar story, obviously, on the opposite side. Both of these guys have had such explosive impact from the moment that they joined into their rosters. It's unprecedented how much of a different look we've seen from both of these squads. But you heard it from Jing there in the video ahead of this, saying we felt like we were just in a pit. We were at our rock bottom after our losses at Lock-In, at Champions last year. They weren't that team that hit their stride at Copenhagen, that made it to a grand finals. They were in a slump.
Oh, enggak deh, kaget, kira udah main.
Demon 1 as well as something has just reinvigorated and reinvented both teams.
Really has, and yeah, they're both rookies. I mean, I feel like this final is for Rookie of the Year and and the Champions title right now, which is absurd that these two teams have such impactful rookies. The fact that Demon 1 played Brimstone, played Astra throughout this run, in addition to these Star Duelist roles, he's been noticing he doesn't even like using the Operator, despite probably being the best one in our region right now. He is a very special player that Potter just somehow knew to bring into this team.
And what's insane as well is that every single global tournament, we talk about history, we talk about going back for those first 2 champions, every Masters tournament before this, they were always just sitting at home, watching, aspiring to be there, to have that opportunity. I don't think either of them could have imagined they would be here this year. They get picked up part way through the season, join their team, and both of them go on this incredible run to make it here to the grand final for both of them in their rookie year.
Yeah, and they get to do it in front of this crowd. Yes, it is the home crowd for EG, but throughout this tournament, every single time Paper Rex have played, Seth, we've seen the fans turn up. We've seen them here with their jerseys, with their signs. They love this Paper Rex team. I feel like just as much as they maybe love the EG side too.
It's a team that is very difficult to dislike. I think that even though if you have people who are out here holding up signs for EG, they'll probably admit like, yeah, I'm a Paper X fan as well. Like, this is a squad that you just cannot hate. And a lot of that did start with Ben Kai, the former IGL, the guy who had the goofy walkouts that was always in the content videos and whatnot, just kind of leading the charge for the squad. He's gone, but that love has remained because the rest of this team, even with the addition of something, is still just as lovable.
I mean, they really are the most lovable team in the scene, right? It's impossible to dislike Paper Rex. How they play the game, it's so refreshing. And if you talk to the players, they create everything on their own. They copy 0 tactics from other teams. That's very atypical in the pro scene. Most people aren't trying to reinvent the wheel. They just kind of copy it and move things around. That's what EG does. Yeah, Paper Rex is not that team at all. That's why we see the Harv Arena. That's why we see these crazy comps come out of them. And it's so refreshing to see a team like that succeed.
And that's why this match is so difficult for EG. We've seen these two teams play up against each other before, but I think Paper Rex is the hardest team to prepare for, period, because they are the squad that it's not always the same thing. It's not always a meta comp. It's built on their flexibility, their ability to come up with incredible plays on the fly. So this is where the pressure is on for Boostio, for Potter, the leadership of Evil Geniuses, to find the right read, to be able to counter this Paper Rex team that no one has been able to shut down at Champions thus far.
Yeah, Boostio himself, he spoke about this as well. He was not super happy about facing off against Paper Rex again. Here's what he had to say after their last match. It feels impossible sometimes just to play around against them, and honestly, it's not fun to play against them. But the thing is, if there was any team that could maybe take them down, any team with a prep, any team with a mental resilience, right now, Sean, in this moment, it's probably Boostio and EG.
Yeah, it's Boostio and Potter. That tandem right there has put together some incredible anti-strat gameplays over the course of this year. Not even looking at this tournament, the whole year. That's just how they operate. But playing Paper X, and he says it there, it's a different beast. You can prep all you want until you're in that server and you get punched in the face. There is no team. I know EG has that B team. They scrim against B teams. They're one of the only teams in the entire scene that has a 10-person roster that they can scrim against the secondary team and play the comp. But that's not playing against Jing, Forsaken.
Sure.
It's not the same thing.
A very different beast, but I mean, this does go both ways, because Paper Rex, how do you prepare for an EG squad that is so good at mid-round pivoting, at making decisions on the fly, that have just fantastic decision-making moment over moment, and we saw it time and time again from Calm, just being able to just lurk into those back lines. They have to keep it ingrained in their brains. If you have not seen Calm, he's behind you. If they can memorize that, then they have a very good shot of shutting him down. But he's so good at slipping the net and striking when it's least expected.
The clutches are what have defined so many of these series for EG. They said they were a team of second chances, of capitalizing upon those opportunities when they're given them. They lost last time versus Paper X. They let the game slip. It was in their control. This is their chance for redemption. And for both these teams, it really is going to be a battle of the mental. Something is talked about how in some of the earlier matches of this tournament, he was shaking in the first few rounds. He needed a timeout from Alex to calm him down, to get him focused. There is so much pressure on these guys, and they can see in the middle of the stage that trophy, and only one of them can lift it.
Yeah, I mean, they've both been in this position before, in front of that trophy, and they both lost out. But let's talk
map pertama split.
Maps here. The 5 maps that we could potentially see
Map
starting
yang gue benci.
with splits. Do you guys feel like this is a case of whoever starts off fast and get on the
Ini
board
picknya
is just
siapa?
going to take this in a sweep, or are we looking at a marathon?
I think we're all in agreement that this is going to be a marathon. Both teams have proven that they have the mental resilience to not get swept, to be able to fight back. Paper Rex were the first ones to pull off that reverse sweep to begin with. Split on the horizon. I do expect that this is going to be a very big Rex favor, just given that EG haven't quite really figured things out in this map, but we'll see if they've made any changes.
Well, we were going to see right here
Udah balik
right
loh.
now in the Prime Gaming agent select, and here
Goreng
he
nuggetnya
is.
ini lagi.
They have.
Wow, they put Demon on
Kurang
the jet
matang.
into. I love it. They
Kalau
went back to
mau
their
beli
double
nugget
duelist. They were
Superindo
running
enak
before
aja.
in VCT Americas. This is a comp they're great at.
Tiga-
Demon 1 had been playing Astra throughout this
38
tournament. They had a
dapat setengah kilo.
28% win rate on the defensive half.
Mereknya
They're
Superindo.
looking to turn that around.
And versus Loud, we saw that chamber composition get exploited.
Wow.
This is the comp that helped EG
Like
go on their
Mabar
run in
dendam,
Americas. They're
main
excellent at it.
Sama
You get Jajima, one of the
Kentang goreng
best
Superindo.
players in the world, versus Jing. I think they're the two best in the world. And what a matchup to start us on.
I mean, we just have mirrored composition across the board between these two squads. It's going to come down to who pilots this the best. Obviously, EG with a little pivot. How warmed up are they going to be on this? I think there's still going to be some comfort there, so still some concerns for Paper X. But this is what they have been running for quite some time. For Jing, though, this is the final ride. This is the last dance. One more chance to try to lift the trophy. Can they start with the right foot forward and get this win here on Split?
The moment you've been waiting for is finally here. The agents are locked in, and we are ready for map 1 of the grand finals between EG and Paper X. And we got two of the very best to take you guys through this Kia Forum. Give a warm welcome to Pansy and Hypok.
What a beautiful day for what could be some of the best fucking Valorant we have ever seen. This final is nuts. Paper X, last chance to dance form, right? Jing about to have to step away, but he could leave his mark in the scene. And EG, the ultimate Cinderellas.
Absolutely, and actually an opportunity to really capture the villain arc. Deny Jing the final exit in Valorant with a trophy in hand. I mean, what an absolute spectacle we have here today. I can't wait to get things started here, Lauren.
And it all starts on Split. The thorn in the side for EG. It's not looked good this event. But they've changed. They've adjusted. They've come in with a different comp. But we are right into things. No messing around. It'll be Paper X on the attack. EG on the defense. And this is going to be a marathon of a game.
Initial attack comes through. Actually, Boostio going to be a little bit of damage here, but gets healed up. Actually sits inside the combat. Going to take that one, but take it straight down.
Yeah, so far so good. They've still kept their composure here. EG racking up the bodies though. Device
Wah, ini yang bikin POV-nya kurang bagus nih, nggak kayak
themselves a
kemarin.
little bit here. Paper X have divided this map up. They've got the site now.
Iya, yang main
Everybody from Paper X tagged up here. Talk about no utility.
Look at Demon 1.
Anjing gua clutch di rank bronze aja masih deg-degan.
And the HP is low. Pain shell back up and Mind Freak feels that. He's down. And now it's all divide. Spotted. Deleted.
Nggak apa-apa. Kasih satu. Kasih 5 lah.
Expecting things to be pretty explosive here. The thing I've got my eye on immediately with this comp change.
Taunting dong.
The B-side control here for
belum. Nah, soalnya katanya di ini ditegur.
Perex yang kena. Padahal kan Demon duluan deh.
In terms of anchoring that site, there were concerns previously.
Gue nggak tahu tapi Demonnya juga kena atau enggak.
Enggak.
Oh, udah di confirm.
Perex doang yang kena.
Obviously, is that second layer of the B-side defense. Definitely something Paper X could potentially try to exploit.
They certainly could. And for me, my eyes throughout this series will be locked towards Calm as well. Proven to be a big stage player, and there is no big stage now.
Kayak emang DNA deh.
Paper X, we're looking at damage here.
Kan ini emang lagi di sini kan.
Yes. A bit of a test, and of course they're going to be walking into somewhat of the unknown, right? They maybe expected EG to come out as they had previously throughout this event. Maybe had a chance of kicking off this best of 5 with a very favourable start. However, already big info found. Look at Jordan.
Close and personal here with the judge. Plenty of Paper X bodies on the other side. Dupont will reveal that.
Dar.
Forced away.
Nggak berani deh.
Connects fully with Demon 1. Finds one ahead of the Viper wall.
This guy with the Guardian is something else still. Oh, that's dangerous.
Whoa.
It started well here, warming himself up into this matchup. Jorgamo going to deny any comfort towards ramp, and that's the spike dropped. Goes a little further ahead. They need to calm themselves here, kind of feeding into the beast. Paper X will be happy to take any of those bodies. And now they've got some rewards. A judge A Guardian, and now an opportunity. Com though denies it, retains that heaven control, and leaves them with the two who are towards the site. Mind Freak finding Com. Player standing. And now just Mind Freak. Found in the end, but it got dicey. I think we're seeing some of that nervousness, that almost overpeaking in.
Karakter itu.
Get damage done here by the Sheriffs. See something
comeback
desperate to try and make a play happen with the Guardian.
Nah, ini mie gua habis belum nyampe half anjing.
Perfect timing inside the smoke there, just to remove that threat.
Mie gua habis belum nyampe half.
An explosive start.
Pedesnya
No
enak,
surprises there, especially with the comp change. Jorgum actually one away from the showstopper already.
Namanya best walk.
Progress on his part.
Oh, tahu gua.
Tapi yang versi pedes banget.
Oh, ada dia pedes-pedesan.
At least this round, right? It is the bonus, so whatever's left in the EG pocket, they're going to bring back in. So the Guardian, the Stinger, and the Judge are still into play, but it's not a great deal. Paper X should be looking to win this clean, opting for the A site as their eventual goal on the attack. They're going to get the plant pretty much unscathed. As we noted, EG mostly stacking towards B.
One is open here, so Paper X going to disengage.
Aduh, itu semuanya pada sini semua lagi.
Iya, open things up. I think it did just pop inside the smoke though. I'm not entirely sure how it on screen, but EG already poised.
Quality-nya quality high aja.
Scared because of this man. Jorgum can at least clear the site. He does. Forsaken's fallen, but can they clear the rest of this? It's going to be a late wrap towards heaven for Paper X to try and keep control of this fight, but there's an issue. They don't have eyes on it yet, and Com's position could have been a disaster. It's not. Jing still standing, still fighting. Keeps it safe, but it is a 2v2. And there is a run on the pink shell! Jorgum! That's nuts! And the 1v1, Ethan down solo has to just stand. Something gonna get Paper X there first, but Michael, the casualties are off the charts.
Kayaknya gue duluan
They
ya.
bring a Guardian in and scraps into that round. They bring it down to just one rifle.
Lu nonton di mana?
In the hands of Paper X.
Hah?
Even here,
YouTube.
Desperate to try and retake this space. I think EG have the perfect read of exactly what's going on here. As soon as they've noted that it's only one member in the form of Forsaken down the site.
Udah lu konekin belum?
Udah.
Ntar nggak dapet bro.
Things get shut down. Something one away from the Blade Storm already. I was looking at the showstopper that did come out in the last round from Jorgum.
Wah, jing langsung.
Very quickly up ramp here. Gravity.
Nah, siapa itu yang udah sekarat? Something.
So initially just a little bit of a fake here to
feign
some aggression towards A side.
Kayak di garage sudah kena.
Members of EG in position, but Trailblazer will, finally noting.
Well, adds a little comfort to the dish.
Anjing sempat kena pala lagi anjing.
Ethan lucky to survive that.
Yeah, down to 56, but he can at least get Demon 1 back up.
Loh, Forsaken tuh role-nya apa sih sebenarnya?
Dia nggak punya tetap flex dia.
Takes a little bit of a glimpse and he takes something's life. The site now difficult to take with Demon 1. Position will be revealed, but they don't quite know exactly where he's waiting. The flash follow-up wasn't good enough. Forsaken's found him. That's perfect. They've allowed a little bit of room now to get that plant down. They can at least have time on their side.
Dulu dia mah duitnya sama ini kan, sama Jing.
Off the rip, Com gonna be played in here potentially. He actually pulls the trigger too early. Mindfreak found the front. He will get the trade.
Oh, hancur.
But it's not over yet. Jorgum going to be noted and kept in check by Devi here. Big battle and Devi's fantastic work in a 2v2 now. Forsaken. Lovely connection towards Com and it's all in Boostio's hands.
Aimnya kontrol semua anjing. Kalau gue begini mah radian gue.
Oh, he's eating that flash. He's so blind. I don't know how he's still alive. Taps the spike and looks for Devi.
Sabar banget.
Entertained. Beautiful control from
Sabar banget anjing.
Gokil.
Tie things up to a piece. Evil Genius is another round where we're seeing them happy to try and initiate some sort of aggression.
Team.
Be the aggressors towards Paper X.
Boss plan. Hey, you're aim like control.
It's been alluded to. Boostio was saying how difficult it is to play against them when you give them time and space to set up for some of the chaotic things that they like to.
Kalau kata gue masih jangan kasih menang ya.
Jangan, gas terus.
This could be pretty violent here. Something gonna get ahead of this, but it could be now a little vulnerable. You can see the temptation. Boostio's
Nice,
well controlled by Jing.
sambil terbang dibayangin itu.
Now looking to try and soar, get a little forward. The Bucky back into play. Jing on the heels though. So aggressive. The pick.
No way.
Flies through the air. Fighting Jing.
Anjing.
This is a little out
Spread mulu mereka tuh.
Makanya. Ini yang kita nggak bisa main, Pli. Saling cover anjing. Harus peka anjing kalau teman kita mati.
Nggak pernah lagi lah, anjing. Gue masalahnya jam kerja sih. Kalau gue nggak ada jam kerja gue Sabtu Minggu libur juga bisa itu jadi lagi.
Nanti gue grinding sampai suatu saat lu nggak usah kerja di sono lagi. Ntar kerjaan lu gitu, klik. Kerjaan gue apa, Dis? Ayo main bareng gue. Kan ada orang-orangan Lutfi Halimawan, Pi. Nanti lu orang-orangan Yudhistira.
Orang-orangan gue sawah-sawahan dah gimana dah.
Boleh.
Timing banget tuh.
Nggak bisa. Tapi mati.
Ya.
Itu mas peta kaca tuh anjing.
Udah orang dia pakai apa? Logitech yang light ini.
Super light. Oh, pantas jauh game kalah, Pli. Itu shotgunnya pesawat-pesawatan aja.
Tadi ada Sen 11. Cep lagi nanti. Tadi ada Sentence tadi gue lihat. Sentence masih di Sentinel ya?
Masih. Tens itu nggak mungkin pindah, Bu.
Enggak, gue dia mau di transfer.
Iya, tapi menurut gue nggak akan pindah sih. Karena dia icon.
Com already very early exploration down mid here. Look at the minimap. Look how late Devi is planning to play on this.
But look how aggressive PaperX are getting. They're taking CT space. They're willing to challenge for every step that EG wants to take. Demon One's got his work cut out here. You can see it. Judge around the corner. Bye-bye. Demon One denies something and does the dance. Back and forth. He's got Ching. And now Jordan on top of the other wants to clear out by Pillar. That's his. EG sweeping through the site. It's Forsaken and Devi left standing in a 2v4. Devi still in play.
Ya, gue nge-lag.
Ya, gue juga.
And Devi.
Ya Allah.
Ada video doang cancel.
Ya udah lewat. Anjing chatnya langsung FFF semua anjing. Dari sononya.
It's another round that for me is a big adjustment on the back of the things that Boostio's alluding to.
Kau lihat chatnya.
Don't want to give PaperX the time, the comfort to be aggressive.
Lima.
Tadi kalah apa menang sih?
He's on a solo mission here, by the way. He challenges the divide in spawn. There's a judge there.
Yes.
Anjing harusnya di Indo ada mabar kayak gini nggak sih?
Ada tau.
Ada ya?
Ada.
Kapan-kapan kita? Lu nggak bisa sih ya, Pi.
Nggak tahu. Gue sih pengen. Oh, Singapura tuh pas lagi PRX main.
Ya itu rumahnya anjing. Ketahuan.
This will be the round win that actually gets the operator in hand for Demon One as well. He sees saving through with the Blade Storm.
Pisau jing.
Say that on the back of contact elsewhere.
Oh ya nanti Jason nggak punya temen deh. Kan sahabatnya Jason sih jing.
Harus ada Davai.
Ayam kau kontol.
Wah. One of them. First casualty caught Jing. Pain Shell denies any space coming directly towards the site, but it kind of plays in Demon One a little, but Heaven is the next target of focus for PaperX.
Anjing kenapa itu skinnya masih hitam sih?
Loh, sengaja.
Trying to go for the follow-up, but PaperX, as said, will always be ready to fight! Goes back in again! These re-hits are always going to be happy for PaperX. They'll take this. They brought it down to a 3v3.
Indeed, they've got options here, but Boostio still in a position to cut off the rotation. Forsaken, battered and bruised, will find the plant regardless. Tag up to Com as well after 15 HP, has to get healed up.
Yeah, they fought for that space, hard earned. Heaven still held. They'll flash into the timing on that, but Mind Freak on the
Mind Freak! Mind Freak!
The real clutch master.
Anjing. Terulang lagi kejadian apa sih namanya? Di mana? Yang dia Pearl. Anjing dia lagi.
Ya kan dia cita-citanya visi-misinya emang jadi
Clutch Meister anjing. Kalau di CSGO itu tuh All of Meister dipanggilnya Clutch Meister. Itu TO. Ngedon anjing.
Tail.
Ini harusnya di Valorant implement timeout anjing.
Iya,
soalnya di CSGO ada. CSGO tuh ada timeout.
Reset
Kok itu di Snil.
Ngetik lagi itunya.
Wih. Wah, selamat Just Married. Pokoknya nanti kalau gue nikah harus ada lagu Valorant. Teneneng neng. Bodoh, pokoknya harus ada lagu itu.
Siapa tuh?
Nggak tahu.
Oh, gue kira si ini. Siapa sih?
Yang dulu Sentinel ya?
Serot.
Oh, serot mana begitu anjing mukanya.
Enggak kacamata, kata dia ketutupan.
Yo, orang nggak serot nggak jenggotan anjing.
Kan gue bilang ketutupan.
Enggak.
Iya, udah anjing.
Waiting for the barrier to drop.
Secel.
Straight off the rip again. Pacey. Taken straight towards the ramp, but something's the one to find Jorgamo.
Over the top of the pit as well.
Instantaneous.
Look where that death marker is up on rafters.
Wah anjir, nih bahaya sih anjir ultinya.
Feeling the pressure here. So got past it here, but he's missed.
Aduh, miss.
Given a second chance at life here. Actually, Paperx is scrambling.
Bur langsung kabur.
Now, if they do directly go towards B, you know, they just run that down. They will have one player there. Tucked at the back of the site will be Boostio.
Tapi nggak apa-apa, sengaja nge-trade satu sih.
Trade satu juga tetap aja dia.
No flash to help him yet either. No. The stalls worked well enough. Flash just coming on for Ethan. The flash is going to put Boostio back to the wall here. He's got to be so careful. Can he get played in by Ethan? He's actually got a chance for himself. Going to deny Forsaken. It's still a 2v3 and it's still Mindfreak who has been a master. Divide, similar scenes. 40 seconds.
Divide's actually got a pit.
He's looking at it. Yep. He wants that play. Time to get the
spike.
Cuts off CT.
Ngambil spike.
Kaget gua.
Ngambil spike.
Difficult pit to overcome it. Mindfreak actually playing a little bit disconnected outside here on rafters.
But can they isolate him cleanly, or does he decide to dip back in? Can he get one for his troubles?
Nggak berani gue begitu anjing.
Horrifically hard to break with limited vision. What can EG do with this? Ethan got a flash.
With the spread here, it's a real question. Actually, that's going good. Demon found one.
Okay, it's just down to one in the pit. He's diving head first into this.
Enti.
Did you break through that?
Mindfreak nafsu, Mindfreak.
The most random time here. Like I said, there's a big question mark with this spreading as deep as it does towards CT, whether or not anybody's pushed all the way out, especially after Mindfreak gets a kill in heaven.
Prima
dana.
Tapi nggak bagus.
Again, that's the start. That's nice. But the end here, this was the kind of almost off kilter pickup, and yeah, fair enough. I guess Ethan.
Pas banget ya anjing, loncatnya pas banget.
It's scrappy from EG, but again they have changed this comp back.
LG.
Wah.
Coba. Heran.
On deck, something. Bringing out the big green.
F ketik.
To find his first victory.
Bro, come on Twitch.
But it's Ethan to feel that bit of pressure to begin with. They're not going to stop when there's A pressure.
I think with the early round indicators here, they're not necessarily expecting an operator, so
kaget bro.
EG to remain very diligent here.
Kan ininya hijau Pli, santai Pli.
Jorgmo's already crossed though.
Wah, dang.
So aware of the possibilities. He's got to be really careful. That is a judge on the other side. Oh my god, that snap!
Anjir, emang udah
Forsaken. It looked like
anjing deg-degan gua. Ngeliat Forsaken tai banget.
Wah, nyaris. Wih, tangannya. Santai dulu kali, bos.
Oh, Forsaken nge-heal.
This could be crucial early information.
Forsaken mau makan buru kan. Set dis kasih tahu masih ada di side. Nice banget gila.
Something. Oh. Itu Jing goblok.
Baru lu Jing kata yang goblok.
Iya lu udah ngomong itu, orang itu Jing anjir.
Iya, emang bener itu.
Iya. Dia nyolong gak punya skin aja. Ya, Sevi.
Enggak ya, dia AFK.
AFK.
Tuh, dia lagi nulis tuh, lagi ada PR.
Udah save aja goblok, save.
Patrick saya nafsu anjir. Baru di sini doang nih jangan nafsu.
Ya juga hitungannya negatif. Udah ini agresif anjing, kok negatif sih. Ini hitungannya agresif. Anjing chatnya AFK.
Iya kan AFK.
Ini lucu kali di scene pro pakai deadlock terus lawannya Omen nih. Tuh anjing for second. Ih, jijik banget gue ngeliat aimnya anjing.
Dia sensinya tinggi loh.
Iya.
0,5.
Dia udah pakai sensi tinggi. Iya kalau terus pakai duelis tuh berasa lu udah pernah pakai duelis enggak sih? Anjing pakai duelis tuh berasa aim lu cepet anjing. Gue tadi pakai jet tuh kayak enteng banget mos gua.
Nggak cocok gue. Woi.
Sakpik. Aduh. Kok goblok? Oh nggak apa-apa.
Wah mati nih.
Nggak apa-apa.
Oh udah masuk satu.
Aduh. Enggak, it's okay. Still winning.
Slow. Ada main trick.
How did Jorgamo get to?
Jorgamo 2 with the classic.
Mau saya enak begini.
Out of his backside apparently to catch something in midair.
Cuma mahal.
Gue tuh tadi nemu apa namanya mos yang dipakai sama pro player Valorant kan. Terus gue udah ngecek satu merek, wah ini kayaknya bagus, 2 juta anjing.
Oh,
chipping away and creating a little bit of space on the board here. 6 rounds to their favor,
wait.
4 of EG.
Timing banget tuh
They're
kalau
starting
tadi
to stabilize into the game, but I feel it's going to be this high octane form all
anjing
the
dia
way
udah pakai
through.
OP, incernya tetep pala loh.
Better be careful.
Nggak ngerti gue mau something.
Well, just on that point, though, you're saying you're expecting this, but
terus kena lagi.
This is sustainable, right? For EG, is it? That's the question. Can they really commit to this sort of play style? Because this is playing into a Paper X style series.
Yes, it certainly is. So Fight gonna go through, gonna scrap over towards A, but it's kept 4 players here.
Wah anjing.
You got Forsaken
B-nya bersih
commanding the
bangsat.
attention of 4, and there's now all 4 to Boostio. He's calling for support, he's calling for help. Can he slow down the roll? He's trying to. All that utility he's investing is just trying to buy seconds.
Mundur.
They're backing away.
No way. I mean, how much space does Forsaken get here? 36 HP. Ethan, does he slip back on the elbow? He's spotted!
But the flash, he's turned it, but he's still giving away.
Forsaken.
Creating all of this room, and they are
Pecahin
running
palanya
30 seconds.
terus.
Jorgamo is here with a showstopper. Forsaken, yes, has the
Jorgamo.
the space that Jorgamo's taking. This is going to be so deadly.
He's ready to just satchel here.
Here he comes. It's all about timing. Boostio's taking away something. They're on the site. Jorgamo sends it. Post-it doesn't get it, but he does take down Mind Freak. Great trade from Divide. Now maybe they can. This has been once again a mental round, but a 3v2. Demon 1 and Boostio. Boostio's still making his way over, but Demon 1 hasn't left Heaven. The timing.
Double pick, Pak. Wih, anjir timing.
GG.
Gila.
This is the sort of thing when I talk
Oh, nama ininya mouse-nya Faxi beli.
The troubleshooting on the fly.
FVAXEE. Serius? Tapi 2 juta anjing. Dipakai sama si CGRS, gua nggak tahu CGRS siapa.
CGRS itu anjir pemainnya Perex.
Iya gua tahu, cuma kan gua belum pernah lihat dia main.
Oh kacau coba. Dia nge-carry waktu itu.
Benkai pakai pulsar.
Lo Benkai bukan pakai super light ya? Wah mati ini.
Itu gua kasih, pokoknya gua kasih tuh ke Telegram.
Nanti ya.
Iyalah, ntar aja gua juga lagi nonton.
harm, no foul just yet. Paperx getting themselves ramp control. EG still in control of the site itself. Again, device set up to try and catch an overpeak elsewhere.
Tuh kalau kita attack tuh pasti ada satu flank buat kayak gitu, buat dijagain jalannya.
Ya masalahnya gimana ya?
Makanya kalau gua lagi pakai roll yang nggak bisa flank tuh bete, gua nggak ada yang ngerti flank.
Ya anjing ngecek ya.
Oh anjing depan muka. Oh habis. Heal dulu nggak sih? Heal dulu. Heal Davai dulu nggak sih?
Anjing, Aimen lihat bloknya.
Anjing di bait bangsat. Anjing. Aduh jorok banget mainnya, bete gue liatnya.
Loh, selama mereka kan menang sebagai
tuh di pick anjing tuh bangsat banget. Davai pakai apa namanya, ininya stretch lagi deh resolusinya. Lele.
Kenapa tuh dia? Bro. Jijik gak sih?
Abis itu defender lagi, ya Allah. Tapi tadi nggak ada sentinel ya? Anjing ya? Anjing ya, Perex nggak ada sentinel ya? Tadi ada juga nggak sih sini?
Nggak ada.
Nggak ada semua ya?
Smoker 2. Smoker 2, inisiator 1. Jarang kan mereka main sentinel. Pemain sentinel mereka kan kalau itu si Ben kan. Mereka sentinel.
Iya sekalinya sentinel chamber ya anjing.
Yeah, and this brought them at 3 rounds.
Obliterated.
The only other round they got.
So anjing Aime ngeri banget.
I think they got a little bit fortunate.
Sih.
2-on-2, Seth.
Yeah, Mind Freak trying to get around the pillar, but
Anjing tangannya jauh lu dari ini.
manages to nail shots and takes him out. I mean, this is a fantastic display here. I think the real high speed ball.
Karena kalau gue sih lebih nyaman kayak gitu sih, Pli.
Jauh nih gua pegel.
Iya karena ya lu belum pernah ngerasain pakai meja luas sih. Meja gue ini masih hitungannya masih kecil.
Last time they played against each other on split, it was an 8-4 half for the side of EG on the defending half. They started off really strongly. This time, not so much.
Yeah, and I think it's especially impressive because I don't feel like
Demon my
players
ass
for PaperX have had nearly as impressive a start to this game. They tend to take a little bit of time to warm up, especially for something. And while there were great moments in that half, I was more impressed with the consistency with the PaperX site hit, finding success, and as well as that, in these late rounds, the clutches that continue to be excellent from Mind Freak.
Well, PaperX, they have the
Nah, gue main
momentum
kayak dia
here, but
nih,
let's see what
deket tangan
things
gua.
are going to unfold as we switch hearts back to you, Pansy and Hyper.
Gue kalau tangan jauh tuh gerakan kiri kanannya lebih luas, Pli.
This is a fantastic start for PaperX. They've done what is required. They've got that first real
Ngeflicknya nggak bisa
you
gua.
can see the succession of rounds is near on.
Ya lalu emang biasanya main ngeflick.
Offset it for EG, but EG were in the fight, but I think you said it right.
Gila
Do
gua
they
jago
have
ngeflick
the
360 50.
Weh.
Biasa dapet Rex dah.
Tembak-tembakin aja dulu. Lah itu ngapain ngadep belakang anjing?
Takut di flash.
As 4 into B main, it's just calm disconnected here, no surprises. This is just a post demon 1 up here. They're actually going to regroup as 4 into mid.
Okay, let's put something on the chopping block and that wide step out.
Wah
It's
anjir.
got dead. Big start for EG there. No chance of a trade and still above a minute.
Dipukulin rame-rame, sakit lah.
Did spot multiple though. Problem being.
Oh, gue kira mau maju.
Utility here for contact play in B main. Jeez. Well, the timing is absolutely devastating.
That's heartbreak. Oh my god.
Timingnya jelek banget anjing.
You couldn't ask for a better beginning. Forsaken could maybe do some damage though. Good flash and he tries to look his next step towards the other side of pillar. Catch someone on the push up and he's trying to do damage, but it's just not landing. EG swarm the site. They should have enough for a plant here.
Udah,
Divine
fine.
maybe get a little ahead of that. No. Does he walk the smoke? Yes, he does, and it doesn't matter.
Nggak bisa.
EG with a pistol under the belt here.
Enggak, kenapa sih Mind Freak ngeluarin smoke-nya di situ anjing?
Timing anjir.
Enggak, itu setengah badannya masih kelihatan anjing.
Emang ya?
Iya. Lihat nih nanti nih.
Mana anjir?
Tadi ya.
Agak anjir. Lu pro player di ini.
Iya enggak lah, gue kan komentator aja.
Wih.
Set platinum 2 gue.
He's nearly on 20 kills.
He's having a game. Like Jing wants to get himself working towards that
Cepet-cepetnya anjing ngambil.
And a pace change for EG after a very slow, meticulous start to the pistol. They've shifted gear a little, looking to try and test or at least posture towards middle at the very beginning, taking over towards the top side of things to
Wah anjing. Demon gila.
It's just ridiculous to watch him in certain situations.
The real feeling.
Sure, anti-eco, I don't care. It's so clean.
This was the map that gave him the
Tenang,
title.
tapi ini Demon Slayer.
You might be seeing it again. The guy's aim is off the charts.
Ngedrop lagi badannya.
A Mind Freak.
Nggak jadi
He's in
S.
spawn, so that's quite a ways away.
Si mikirin S lagi begini anjing.
Going to be building up the showstopper again with the plant coming through.
Rex
Still
dulu
being
gitu,
careful in case there was someone waiting behind those screens, but Com all too aware. You don't get to flank the flanker.
Wah, nggak bisa.
Com's going to find him. Prime gaining flawless. Moving forward and Demon 1 warming up.
Just filthy.
Kid's a real talent.
Yeah, same. The scoreline within 2 now. Paperwork still leading. Evil Geniuses with a good opportunity here in the bonus as well. It's well
Disgusting tadi tuh aim
compared to the first. Killed them open right off the rip. Up towards ramp, he does have Ethan not too far away, but look at the spike and look at the player on the other side. There's going to be something. Split mid here, they aren't actively playing towards Vents, it's on something's shoulders, and he shoulders it so well! Couldn't quite outdo Demon 1 in the upgrade, I don't know if it is in his hand. There's the control. But the problem is they are still a player down, it's a 2v3, this is not easy.
And Ethan couldn't really find any space on the other side of things either. Still kept in check by Forsaken on A site. Demon 1 has to come across this way for the heal regardless.
Jangan maju, heal gue dulu kata Demon gitu.
Oh, udah cepet. Lah kosong ini ya? Oh, nggak ada yang satu lagi.
Rawan.
Demon's got knives. And 3 kills. The chance for the ace here around 15, Lauren.
35 seconds, are you kidding me on this one?
He's been heating up to this the last 60 seconds or so.
Feels like fate, but again it's Devi, it's Jing, come on.
Kalau kata booster, lu nggak usah ngelakuin apa-apa. Tunggu musuh lu ngelakuin kesalahan aja. Kalau posisinya lagi kayak gini. Nah kan.
Vaporex weather the storm here. Leave Demon 1 out to sea. 6-9.
Gue demen banget sama booster deh.
Picking back up now.
Forsaken's gonna struggle in terms of the purchase.
Nanti booster udah jago. Soalnya pakai apa namanya?
Booster.
Bukan crosshair-nya si Forsaken.
My son gitu kata dia.
We noted it. Demon 1 up to 15 kills now. Blade Storm online for him. EG maybe looking to pop once again towards ramps.
Well, be careful, you can see a little bit of a trap sent there. Demon 1 caught a pixel out of place, but no.
Gak jadi maju.
Keep themselves safe. Play a little bit deeper towards heaven. They allow the access to the site. When do they fight back? That spike is going to make it across before they're able to swing towards ramp. So it's going to be common, maybe Boostio, to deal with the pressure unless they get ahead of this. No one's checking. No one has checked on this. Does Forsaken just go? Does he take the green light? They might know Jing, but maybe not. Oh my god.
They both slipped through.
They've slipped through the nets! And it's going to be devastating. Already taken away Ethan. Boostio! The timing on the crest of the corner. Gets him up to 8 with 2 in this round. And now the 3, something Divine, Mind Freak, where are they? 2 towards heaven, 1 towards CT, and a messy engagement gives Boostio the third.
Davai, your aim like control.
And Boostio wanted the AC, ain't gonna get it, but then Mind Freak as something, it might be time to back away.
Nggak bisa.
That's another round.
Ya, kenapa dia pakai item sih, anjing, kesel banget gua.
Timing on that one.
Yeah, Forsaken's
Suka-suka
holding
apa,
backside towards spawn. I think initially because nobody's shouldering the angle from either side. The kill comes through onto the side and they think that they've got a little bit of room to play with.
Yeah.
Problem being there's no second layer coming from screens or from heaven at the same time. To follow
The full
through and
Vandal
get
kek.
onto site.
And I'm a little bit nervous to say it, but I'll start nonetheless.
Okay.
I'm a little worried
Mungkin
at how
buat
many of
dia
these rounds are a little
ganggu
bit
kali
individual from
skin.
EG. We just had that round. Yes, timing.
Orang OP ini aja OP
Back to the
ini
same
semua
thing.
skinnya dia
This
tuh
is
nggak ada ya,
ridiculous.
Bib?
Think about evil geniuses in terms of sustainability, in terms of consistency. It's not. This is playing to the strength of Paperx. Even though here we're looking at a 9-7 scoreline.
Respectable.
This is what they love to do.
Oh, they'll do this all day long. There's no stopping them on it. But can they get chaotic in a
Ya,
round like this?
mati
Flies
tuh.
far from perfect.
Anjir,
Ethan
dapet
already going
lagi.
to take away Forsaken from the equation and open up the map.
Keculik.
Now it looks like the extremities are going to be Paperx's focus, right? Start trying to take a little look towards A. Didn't find anything initially, but B main, they're getting a little bit more invested. Something wants to work towards the ult. One off now. And Heaven, the exchange.
What won't catch. Jing actually trying to get ahead of the curve here. Might even catch one. Yes, he does. Jorgamo gets off a little bit of damage.
Massive.
Wait, anjing gue
And they're
bingung
gonna read
POV-nya
into
anjir.
this.
Yeah.
This seems very indicative of that A hit coming through. So your call's gonna be made. Divide has to try and do something. This Guardian, I mean, they're trying to make it work on very little in this regard. Jin gonna back away.
Minta heal.
One kill
Ah,
from
nggak ada
Showstopper.
Forsaken.
Seconnya nggak ada anjir.
Already set up here.
There
it is.
That's a Showstopper in the back pocket here. Reset the
Dapat
paint
ini
shells.
langsung
EG
bisa
is scrambling.
ini.
Trying to find a rotation. Mindfreak is positioned towards Evan.
Rotate parah.
Down to 10 HP. Has something in close proximity here already. Paperx, they're rotating ahead of this, Lauren.
Yeah, they're matching him step by step. You're not gonna get an easy fight. Mindfreak, how does he play this? 10 HP. He's got to be. Yeah, he doesn't have a chance on it. Seeker's now going to pop on through. It's going to reveal their presence towards Heaven. Demon 1 turns
nice.
around, takes him down. Something's gone. And now for the fall. Oh my god! Above and beyond. For the spike, they need to get towards the site, and it's on Demon 1 to do it. He's going to get the plant down and now Divide. It's only a stinger. This is so much to ask of one man. Is there an upgrade around? I'll be able to find it on the corpse of a fallen foe. Waiting towards that drop, there's already a player.
So 5 bullets in it. Has to reload.
Demon 1's now called to attention.
Yeah, Comps definitely relayed this information. You can see the pings coming through. Divine out. At a crossroads, a dilemma how to approach.
He's got to give it a go.
Gua lihat dulu.
Gonna find Divide.
Nggak
And
lihat.
EG scrapping their way through that round. Mike again.
Davai deg-degan.
Demon 1, those back and forth rotations, they were getting ground down.
But Demon 1, but just
Marah,
the presence of
marah.
Mike here as well when
My aim like kontol.
the clock's running this low, he dips into
Ini salah
this
banget sih
cloud
something
burst
mana salah masuk.
to find the first. Something falls.
Anjir nggak
Hits
ada
the
cara main aja.
upcraft to avoid the showstopper from Jing.
Mosnya
I mean,
kemana-mana.
these rounds are just ridiculous. I have to imagine Potter is absolutely tearing her hair out right now. Because all the structure, all the discipline
Yes.
that you've brought to this team now, you have to throw the rulebook out the window.
I feel like they almost started on that though. This map may not be a gimme, but it's going to be one of those where you've got to know this was going to come out, right?
Itu tuh
You knew the
isinya
video
apa
was
ya?
going to look like
Apa
this.
cuman kain
That
doang?
last composition, the chamber
Apaan?
wasn't looking
Itu
good,
yang
it wasn't
dipakai
working.
sama
The
player-player
Astro Demon
Valorant.
didn't
Yang
look
mana
as
sih?
comfortable. So they've
Itu
gone
yang
for a
buat
risk,
kayak
right?
bulat-bulat
High
gitu
risk
tadi.
and potentially a high reward.
Yang
Rolling
mana?
it back, I don't know how much
Itu
time
Yang
they've
dipegang
played
itu.
this comp as of
Iya.
late.
Itu buat ngangetin tangan.
Again, you look to it and
Oh.
you think, okay,
Pocket
you roll the
pocket
dice.
apa ya namanya?
And
Pocket
for now,
hit
your
kalau
big
nggak
hit
salah
is
ada
not a
namanya.
hitting. Jorgamo and
Gua waktu itu
Demon
dikasih
Now,
tahu
on the other side of things, this hasn't been the
Richard
perfect start to
Richard
second half
NXL.
yet. The scoreline
Jadi kan tangan dingin tuh
up at
di sana.
8-9. Only one round so
Karena
far
AC
for
atau
Paperx.
karena
But
sekitar
back
terus
on the bye, there's
grogi. Nah itu
four to play
buat
with.
ngangetin
One
biar
off Divide,
relax
they're
tangannya.
very close into a, well, it could be a very deadly round.
Jadi dia bentuknya bungkusan gitu, tapi ntar kalau dipencet angetnya keluar gitu loh.
Reaksi kimia.
Enggak.
Once again stacked up, maybe in the same sort of
Kimi
position to get Demon 1
berarti
posted here. In
Kimi B.
See,
Kimi
very
Hime.
quick adjustment on the back of it. Mindfreak will take a tag. Kept honest here in the opener. But Paperx on red alert towards mid here because, like I said previously, EG did this to post up Demon 1, then reaggress elsewhere.
Oh,
my God.
oh,
Wow.
He was kept honest with the first jump peak.
Anjir tuh. Dia nggak kena loh.
Grave on the second.
This creature has escaped hell to wreak havoc on this server. This is mental.
Tuh Demon tibek-tibek nggak apa-apa.
Ensuring death wherever he goes, but still it's only the first pick. Mind Freak gone, and that has to cause a reaction from PaperX. They have to be dealing with the fact that B is pretty much open. But for now, they prioritize middle. They're looking for Ethan, who walks away barely breathing on 6 HP. But the pace changed towards B. They want in, and Jorgamo gonna lead the way. Comms claimed Forsaken on the other side of the map. They're winning out everywhere. The big swing factor may be Divide here, but look who's waiting. Demon goes down, Ethan on the trade. But now timing is everything. Denied the initial plant, can they find any more ways to cause problems? Something wants to. The spray, the shot in the dark, but it's Busio to find Jing, and it's all on something. In a 1v4, this is brutal. Ethan to the left, 3 to the right, he's got the first, looks towards heaven, tries to snap back around, 7 HP ain't enough! EG, time is up at 9 apiece.
Masih 99 bro.
Just wild.
Gue kalau Ethannya masih oke deh.
To watch back. This is just so clean to find this headshot. I think the desk is going to be working overtime today. We're taking a beating some of these rounds because some of them they're very frustrating for somebody to see.
Jika Alex sudah tidak tenang, berarti dunia sedang tidak tenang.
I guess that both teams have in certain situations, and then the outcome. I mean, even there, like Comms killing Forsaken behind him. Like,
well, something wants to try and be the difference maker to this. Wants to isolate Calm, and he has clean. A decisive start. Half the maps. One and then winning out towards middle. Couldn't quite outdo Demon 1. That was only a stinger, but fantastic work considering what they brought into this round.
Another Divide reset there with the stinger. Busio walking back into the Blade Storm. Something.
Aduh.
Sleeping, maybe a
Anjir.
Anjing.
Apaan sih anjing bangsat dah. F.
But again, look at the weaponry. It's Forsaken who's the big player in this. Yes, the paint shell could be pivotal. Yes, all of the blast packs could do well, and they have. Forsaken make the most of it. Busio on the trade, but still. It's a 2v2, and Jing's got himself on the site. And caution being shown by EG, they're aware. They're so aware, and he's down on 4. Hemorrhaging blood. He's been deleted by Demon 1. And now Mind Freak. Possibility, yes, in the HP.
Masuk kelas.
He's got to find his first kill. Busio.
On a platter. It's not worked.
He's so low.
Oh, he's gone away. 10 HP. 28 in total for EG. This is doable. Couldn't quite connect on either of that. How does he close the gap now? Bustio's gone down. He was expecting the swing. Demon 1. Oh, the temptation. 5 HP on one side. 18 on the other. 4 bullets. Oh, Demon 1.
Padahal dia megang panda loh. Wait.
Double digits lead taken.
Tibek, toxic.
He doesn't care. Take the warnings.
Are putting on an
Tuh padahal Demon duluan anjing, kenapa yang salah PRX ya?
Just one round. This is the PaperX, and it's round 3 when they come in at such a huge disadvantage.
Angin.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. And I'll change up a little bit. I was talking about it being concerning in terms of sustainability. EG are going to be brimming with confidence for winning some of these rounds, Lauren.
This was never meant to be the map they started out. Christ! Demon 1!
Masih di pick loh.
Absolutely devastating impact off the rip. That takes away Forsaken. It opens up all those possibilities on the side here. Just gonna put the showstopper in towards heaven, secure. A second for the plant, and it's on the floor from PaperX to try and bring this in. That operator not having a chance to rattle off even a shot.
PaperX have to get a move on though. Time already passing by. Look how disconnected Busio is here as well. Now, plenty of utility.
Oh my god. I was expecting it to be calm.
Yeah.
It is boosty. But you're right, time is of the essence, and PaperX need to get a move on here. Try and face their demons. They take away Jorgamo. That's fantastic. Quick flash can't follow up, and now there's a chance, an opportunity cracked open here for Paper X. Maybe this is the time they can break through. Maybe not. He's out of this wall. As Divide, the time is gone. He knows it. He can't change the outcome anymore. EG up to 11.
What a stark contrast as well to how this map started.
Gue pengen banget EG kalah anjing sombong banget Demon.
Iya anjing, semua gue juga pengen gitu.
He's on 25 now. I mean,
tapi dia anjing, gue herannya tuh dia relax dis.
Iya. Tenang bro, tenang bro. Kalem.
That was a huge chance for them. Timeout is hit.
Tenang bro, kalem bro, perek.
Need to come up with a plan. Alex is worried. This was never
Tenang aja,
meant
bro.
to be the start of this. In a best of 5, the team coming in from the lowest rarely wins like this. 2 out of the 5 times we've seen this scenario.
Tenang Jing.
That you could imagine could be done, right? 2 times out of the 5 we've seen lower brackets to be able to convert those wins.
Besok tembak-tembakannya beneran
The
Jing.
veto is so heavily favored normally towards a team from the upper side.
Itu ngapain nama pisang biar apa?
Itu tanda tangan Mimi.
I mean, it's a real concern actually, because I know Sean was saying what he'd love to see in terms of the best of 5.
Dia nggak mikir ya kalau busuk ya.
A little front loaded for EG. The win conditions for me lie with Paper X at the start of this veto.
I agree.
Kulit tuh di ini aja.
Udah, for second nggak beli senjata. Oh, gue kira nggak
Depending
beli.
on a comp change, sure, but Paper X have looked flawless with the Phoenix there.
Absolutely.
So for this to, I guess, trend the way you'd expect it to, this
Bisa.
win
Biasanya
on
Pearl.
split, EG already defying that.
Asen.
Ngomong
Itu kiri
gini.
atas bego.
Waduh, Asen map paling nggak ini deh.
Desperate time out there for Paper X. Hopefully a plan has been made to handle.
Ini best of 5 atau best of 3 sih?
Specifically this one.
5 ya harusnya.
5.
And a chance, and he's been
Oh.
perfect beginning.
Wah, anjir dapet.
Bantai something. Anjing emang Demon.
Giving them the man
Relax,
advantage for the
relax.
first time in what feels like a while.
With what doesn't catch, but Busio already way ahead of this, and Hart clears something. The headshot on the fadeaway, bringing to a 4v4 now.
Even though the Seekers, yes, went towards B, you can see how quickly those rotations are coming in. Jing is already towards CT side. Forsaken is on the side, but it's a Bulldog, and it's a Judge. Far from perfect. Oh, and Booster slides right between them. Oh, no. Jing trying to hold on.
Mati.
A 2v3 and the site is EG's.
Bisa.
Coming in, and I don't think they can close the gap.
Jing, look at the saturate.
He's off. He's got off.
Anjir dah. Alah.
Woi, ngentot Twitch.
I didn't think we'd see it, Mike. Not in this map.
I mean, this just reeks of the loud performance on split as well from Paper X. Really struggling to find a solid grasp. And just getting overwhelmed time and time again. Now, unfortunately, I have the second line pressure, which is a deficit here. A financial disadvantage. Demon 1 and Jorgamo heating up.
Truly a deadly duo between the both of them.
Luas ya jangkauannya.
I just pick going through a middle. I'm going to try and isolate some of these fights on the extremities. 3 players put to task towards A. It's Com on the other side. And the rest of EG focusing towards B, at least on the start.
Ini kalau ada bengkai pasti bengkai di sini pakainya sentinel.
Going to be tested something. So the crosshair placement will look way off there. Lucky to only get away with attack down to 89, but re-walking this?
That's bold to say the least. I'm slipping away from this, but this will be noted relatively quickly.
That's a big indicator. Actually, the comms given up this control.
Oh yeah, you can see Jing already.
Exactly, yeah, because something's in such a deep position now. He can get very early information.
Mind Freak. Back of the site. Divide.
Wah, aduh bahaya nih bahaya.
Look at the pressure coming his way. Paint shot going to go down. Demon 1 closing in, and now the chaos begins.
Aduh,
Device
kena lagi
forward.
Dovai. Oh, Jing!
Nowhere fights to a third would be everything for them. How much can
Wait.
Oh, Mind Freak.
A 1v2. Spike is not in hand.
Siapa sisa? Oh, masih bisa.
Something is trailing him. 13
Something di mana? Oh,
seconds.
di belakangnya.
I don't know if he has time for this. Mind Freak perfectly positioned.
Gila. Udah di body shot lagi tuh udah.
Iya anjing. Mana Something lama banget lagi jalannya.
Something pincang aja tadi.
Ini kena dua di darah anjing.
Padahal kan harusnya keblok sama ininya ultinya ini ya.
Ya mungkin lagi keluar. Yang bawahnya lagi keluar. Itu kan setengah badan kelihatan, Pri. Kalau yang race. Time out.
Nothing short of phenomenal here from Evil Geniuses.
Time to check in. That was a 6-round streak from EG.
Timeouts to take a breather.
Let's go Liquid. Oh bukan, sorry.
Tune up. Get in. At worst you go OT. Now that could change things. Paper X when they needed a miracle.
Only Sortius inside.
They got the divide.
Kita coba nih orang-orang. Woi, gak kelihatan, woi. Kalau di Indonesia lama nih, rame anjing nonton masih. La gitu.
Gue pasti nonton sih.
Gue kalau nggak kerja mungkin gue nonton.
Ya, cuti lah.
Ya kalau ada Perex gue tonton sih finalnya mau pasti.
Cuti lah. Demi Perex anjing.
Ya kalau Perex main di Indonesia gas.
Bacot lu, Pak gitu ya.
Looking at who's patrolling it, divide. Judge is there. Jing very nearby as well. Once again Spotty's be challenged by not just one, there's two to this. Double check there's no one further behind, so this is actually unleashing something to go walkabout if he wants to. Well, all of this test happens in middle, look at something.
Anjir orang-orang.
There's no way that Boostio just had a little look back.
He's looking, he's watching.
He absolutely
Something.
In spawn.
He's read him like a book, that deep flash, maybe just a little read on what they wanted.
And this is, I don't feel like addressing com is the issue here for Paper
X. Aduh, Jing kena culik.
Another one, Jing's fallen. It's a 5v3, Lauren.
This
masih bisa.
like it's just slipping between their fingertips on map 1 here. Two
Harapan
men up
di
to the
Mind
good.
Freak dan Davai.
The three standing.
Sama siapa itu satu lagi Forsaken.
And yes, rifle on Mind Freak. It looks like EG are congregating over towards A. This plays in Forsaken and hopefully Davai.
Seeker's invested, it doesn't really tell them anything.
30 seconds. They're running low on time though, Mike.
Have to make a move. Flash will catch you.
You got to be calling for Mind Freak to hit that rotation, hit the panic button, get over here. There's 5 players coming our way, and Divine has fallen. Now it's all on him to try and stop the rot, stop EG. He's desperately trying, but it may not be enough. As Mind Freak now in a 1v4.
Ya kalah.
Map 1 on the line. And EG turning up on a map that none of us expected to see this level of performance on. Mind Freak has a minefield to walk through. You got the pit, and you got 4 players. Divide or not, he's got to go. He takes down Com.
Anjing, gue kira bakal menang, kaget.
Wah anjir, gila. Tapi shootnya, wah anjir.
And a statement made by Evil Geniuses, Lauren.
Anjing, gue kira Boostio tinggi bangsat.
Opener to this series.
They look absolutely lethal, Mike. I'm looking towards Demon 1, I'm looking at Jorgamo. I mean, they've had a belting series. You do not want to miss the rest of this.
Kasih saya satu sih. Kasih satu sih kata-kata gue mah.
Masih banyak. Beli tuh, please.
Skip.
Murah aja.
Gak suka HyperX. Hyper Ikis.
When you play an actual ranked game, it's 50 minutes, but how much are you actually shooting? With aim-labs, you can compete in over 1,000 tasks that will prepare you for any scenario in any game. So the new ranked season, you play, you get points, you can compare yourself to your friends. With aim-labs' new one-to-one Valorant maps, you get instant feedback on how to get better crosshair placement, better peak efficiency. You can also instantly modify existing tasks with Discovery. Get started today by downloading the aim-labs for free and join millions of other satisfied players.
Bacot, Jonas.
Ya udah gini lagi ngomong. Abang kita Jonas. Party Jonas. Ini apa nih? Skin Dragon.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Terbang.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Chambernya lucu lagi.
Nah, 3 menit ngapain ya? Gue belum ini aja sih.
Genshin.
Iya. Udah jam 3.25 anjing, udah hari baru. Apa skip hari. Predik Rare X.
Reaching my lows was wrong to try and find whatever was left of me when I don't mind leaving the rest of me behind, looking hard for what I can be. Write my promise deep inside. Everybody's facing the sea again.
Thank you so much, guys. Of course, here now joined by Coach Potter. Big win on Split. It was obviously Paper X's pick, but you guys came out all guns swinging there. How are you keeping the team's energy levels up, especially considering that you guys have been through the mud? You have gone through the trenches with so many of these squads. How are you keeping the team motivated into this? Because it feels like you're coming in with a different fire in them.
Yeah, for sure. It's pretty simple, GB. For map 1, carrot on a stick, I changed the comp this morning. Everyone was very excited to go back to the double dive. I think it's just a comfort agents for us, and Yeah, it just perfect that map 1 was it. I think it perfectly set the pace for us moving on into this all 5 maps.
Now, we won't get an opportunity to talk to you again. I just want to know real fast, you feeling comfortable about the maps picked as they're laid out right now?
Yeah, absolutely. Ascent's coming up number 2. That's our bread and butter, baby.
Right.
2-0.
Hey, and I love bread and butter. All right, back to you guys.
What a fantastic start from EG, and what a great answer there from Potter. I'm Yingsu. I'm joined here by Mimi, Seth, and Sean. Who would have thought that decision she made this morning to change the comp would turn out like this, Mimi?
I mean, her, probably.
Yeah.
It's such a good choice to make. I was never really huge on the chamber comp they were running. It really struggled yesterday versus Loud. And again, as we've talked about before, there's no way they didn't know exactly what the map pool was going to be today. It was a great change to make, and I think the comfortability that this team has on the double dive is what got them the map today. So much of their victory was about insane individual performances from guys like Demon1.
Yeah, maybe this guy too, getting off Asher, you know, going on Jet, 6-1 in First Bloods. Look, his damage rate was like over 280. He was insane, plus 13 on the attack half. This guy was on fire. He's a rookie this year. That was the opening map of the Grand Finals. Look at this.
I mean, it's just a disgusting performance from both he and Jogomo, because Jogomo was kind of the one who got that ball rolling initially in those first couple rounds, and then Demon1 just came in and just took the spotlight. Jogomo just right there behind him steadily the entire way through. That was basically how I looked watching the games. Just look at disgust with the things that they were able to do in this one. And I mean, I really do like this pivot for the side of EG. Clearly, they want more firepower on this map, and the chamber just doesn't deliver enough. Having that Jet raise as a 1-2 punch here on Split, that gets it done.
In the upper final, I came into it with the mentality that, like, okay, EG needs to outgame Paper X. They need to come up with some crazy idea how to counter them. They're not going to be able to win in the department of firepower. But in this matchup, they really proved me wrong. These guys have such insane individual abilities. They're out there and they're diffing Paper X, who I think it's pretty uncontested that they're probably the team with the highest concentration of just insane mechanical players that we have in VCT.
Yeah, and we saw those individual mechanics come through for Paper X. They won several rounds with outstanding openings and just entrances into the site. That's why this resilience from EG was so impressive. The fact that they came back from that 8-4 half to put together an attack half like that and close out the map, beautiful.
I think they only dropped 2 rounds.
Yeah, it was so one-sided there. They dropped only just the 2 rounds to get the 10. It's a 13-10 scoreline, but this time inverted from the last time they played Split back at Tokyo in that 5-map set. EG clearly doing their research, knowing how Paper X likes to play, but Paper X also slipping up a bit in certain moments here. We saw them making some micro mistakes that they normally don't do.
Yeah, you guys mentioned him already, but let's take a look at Demon1 here in the AIM Lab shoot-around. Not that he needs to warm up.
No.
I feel like this man is just hot as soon as he gets on stage. But the fact that he's able to pull off a performance like this at the Grand Finals with no pressure is very impressive.
At this point, he doesn't need to warm up. He just needs to vibe on the stage. He doesn't even care about the warm-up. Just picking the silliest crosshair he can. But like you were saying, Sean, this guy, rookie year, he's out there putting up numbers. I don't feel like ever since he came into Champions here, I've seen a game where it looked like the pressure was getting to him. He's just so comfortable. He said the other day that while he was grinding out in Tier 2, Tier 3, he always knew he had the mechanics good enough to make it to this point. He just needed an opportunity.
I'm more impressed beyond the mechanics, just his individual decisions throughout these rounds. He can pick the jump spotter on B if there's no overheat in sight. He knows to play the round correctly. He can get the kill in B, goes back, the showstopper's popped by Jing, he immediately updrafts to dodge it. All of his little micro choices are spot on.
Yeah, and also we got to talk about the fact that EG, they won both pistols on Split, Seth, which, as you know in this game, if you're winning both pistols, the chances of you winning that map is pretty high.
I'm tilting out of my mind when it comes down to these pistol rounds because Paper X, their pistol win rate at this tournament has been absolutely abysmal. 42%, only 11 out of the 26 that they have played. And this is costing them so dearly, not only in this map loss and the ones that they had in the past, but sometimes in their wins as well, because they get themselves into such rougher positions than they need to be in if they can just manage to clinch these.
Yeah, and it did look like EG had a really good solution for a lot of the pistol round structure and waiting for pushes, absorbing those pushes from Paper X. That's why I think going into the rest of the map pool, even though Paper X started here, I think their innovation across the other maps is where I'm mostly impressed.
I think this is the most vanilla map that we're going to see from Paper X. We're now going into Ascent, which is my favorite map map to watch Paper Rex on. This is where they're playing Viper, Harbor, Reyna, Sky. On Ascent, again, the map where everybody else plays literally the same comp in every game, and it's so well constructed. This is the map where I have a lot of faith in something to come back and look like the superstar we know he is when he's playing on this Reyna.
We're about to see in the Prime Gaming Agent Select if we're going to get that Reyna or not, but Potter, she's very confident. She even said 2-0, baby. Do you guys feel the same way here? Is this going to be bad news for Paper Rex?
I do think she's kind of underestimating Paper Rex a little bit on Ascent. I know EG looks like the best Ascent team in this tournament, but what I see out of this Harbor Reyna in particular is the Cove Lear entrances by the A side, by the B side. They do such a creative take on both of those areas of the map. Now I'm sure Potter has cooked up some good anti-strats and
Oh, Paper Rex changing the comp. Device on the KO now.
What?
What does this change?
No sentinel comp.
Manfred Viper.
It's just a little bit less info coming the way of Paper Rex, but the KO can do a lot with the knife to get cross-map info.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be getting those refreshable flashes coming through here, but this still can work in the same way that they have been piloting it. It's just a little bit different, a little bit more delayed. You can't really, obviously fly those guiding lanes through and get them exactly where you want to, but Divine can still be chucking these through those harbor walls, off the back of the Lear, get that double flash out, and then go for the side exact.
I think the KO knife is really useful for cross-map info on Ascent. That's why you see pretty much everyone run it. Versus the Sky as well. You can still get those Reyna Lear flash combos out of the Cove you're talking about, but it might be a little bit harder. We'll have to see if Paper Rex's new comp is what it takes to be the first team this tournament to beat Evil Geniuses on Ascent.
EG, they are ahead now, but Paper Rex, they have a chance here to bring it back and tie things up. Let's send it over to your casters once again to take us into game. Over to you, Pansy and Hypok.
Thank you so much, and yes, map 2 now coming up. Paper Rex have their work cut out here, Mike. This is a little bit of a different look as well from what we maybe expected.
Absolutely, a slight adjustment here. That's obviously, well, we can only really speculate as to the application here of the KO, but one of the things that worked best was the Trailblazer. To set something in motion, the layering of the flashes, sure, but the one thing that really put something in a position to excel on the Reyna was the Trailblazer from Device. So that's the initial concern at the minute, whether or not Paper Rex are going to try and slow things down, if something in Jing are just going to try and go ham together, I guess, is the next step on that checklist. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, it starts with this pistol round. Demon 1, he's stuck around. He's got back in. That's a little too far. As Forsaken's going to punish and put him back to the next round. 4v4, but look at the rest of the map. Boostio's taken space away. Paper Rex actually might be in a little bit of trouble here.
Bomb's coming as well.
Boostio's got a fantastic position again, Forsaken. Perfect trade, though.
Standing ahead. Dart will go out. Actually, we'll catch him. Yeah, King as well. Divine's lucky to get away with his life here. Down to 62 HP.
This has been god tier work from Forsaken. I have to be crystal clear about that. Those trades he got kept them in this. And hold on. Yeah, a little bit of vengeance. Best served. Double check on the body there, it felt like, from something, leaving it all on Jogamo in a 1v3. Knife's gonna know him. And you can see something waiting. Oh, the crossfire was in place. It was okay in the end. Something taking the reins in the round, but credit in my mind goes to Forsaken there.
Absolutely. Something. With the cleanup, I mean, there's a chance here for Common Busio to make a real good go of holding things down the tiles.
Pelik. Dari here. Ya tidur anjing.
Yeah, so this moment here, I think Com's kind of forced into a very, very tricky spot where he could invest in the combo. It's the Reyna for my ranked games right there.
Asen, apakah akan menang di Asen?
Hah?
Love to see
Siapa apa?
Something off to a flying start, 3-0.
Huge
Siapa yang manggil mami?
as well. You want to be seeing that coming out from something. Get that confidence early. Start building into the matchup as it looks like a pacey piece towards B. But look at the stack. There's 5 bodies here.
Pasti dah di sini dah.
EG is present on this side. The stack towards the back of Bow House. Paper Rex trying to fly on in. Lear gets dealt with, but Ching's the one to do so much damage on this one. This is lovely work here.
Ada gua kayak ini dah. Familiar.
Takes down 2, but it's a 3v1, and Boostio, I mean, this would be a lot.
Udah ke plan belum sih?
Be a miracle. Forsaken take down to 72. Easiest to pin down, but a 1v3 nonetheless.
He's got a clean fight on the
Sini juga nggak ada
first
sambil.
landed. Beautifully controlled by Paper Rex. They
Wah,
walk
gila
stack,
kalau tadi
they come
ini.
out with 3 alive.
Nggak bakal lah.
Themselves off on the right foot here on Ascent.
look back on this. It could have gone dangerous. You saw it there for a couple of seconds. In the end, Divide doing well, keeping control. And for Paper X going at that sort of pace, you may walk into a stack, but they come out as highlighted with 3. So this bonus round not be lacking in too many areas. They do have 2 full-on rifles, 1 Bulldog to boot. That's with Mind Freak. It looks like rinse and repeat. A late slip through there for Demon 1, getting himself on the site, but Paper X not toying with the rest of the map, and again, opening up this chance for EG to take space.
Yeah, Jorgum's done just that. Look how deep his position is already.
But they still have to deal with the side take, right? It's one thing to know where Paper X are, it's another to try and handle them as they make it towards the site. First man forwards Jing, eyeing up CT, keeping them at bay, or at least keeping one at bay, that being Ethan.
Wait, do they not know where the paranoia came from?
Apparently not, but they're trying to break through the side, no time, and Jorgumo does get down 2, but still the trades are effective, and Paper X keeping 3 alive. The HP is dreary for 2 of the players. Calm in with a real chance to do some serious damage.
Chance with the recon as well, to maybe find a little bit of damage.
Oh, kesukaannya si ini nih. Per second.
Jing down to 5 HP, Divide on 39.
Dua orang di side ya?
Potentially. How Divide not taking it in there.
Jing, lovely from Paper X. Again, it's one thing to know where Paper X are, it's another to handle them all together.
Tapi masih terlalu dini kalau ngebahas gitu.
From tiles into B main. Not sure if it's just not relayed quickly enough, but nobody reacted to the flank until Jorgumo comes through and finds 2. Just so happens Paper X won everything they needed to towards the site. Sorry.
Wow, what a dreamy start for Paper X as well.
Bonus on the board.
Making up the wrongs, right?
Great ult progress as well. Forsaken 1 away from the Reckoning. Jing 1 off the showstopper. Already have.
Ya mau ngapain sih?
Here we go, Jing, right off the rip, taken towards the A site, and look, it's down to the Sheriffs. This round was never meant to be too deadly. Full-on rifles. And Jing willing to be aggressive, confirm the space, take it. Noting Boostio on the back lines, it's all looking. I was going to say tickly boo, but Demon 1 has found Jing.
He's found the knives as well.
Okay.
Can't see if another kill comes through that EG tried to explode on the back of that.
Kasih tahu
You
tuh.
can see the difference, right? Paper X dig in a little bit more.
Yeah.
Kan 4 second.
Ikan.
Time's done to dwindle here. Forsaken controlling towards heaven. Something's there towards Demon 1. This is lovely.
Aduh.
More, and I get a little bit nervous, but I think Ethan knows he's not going to get given much more play here. Being pressured down by something. He caused them any more troubles, any more woes.
Nice.
Absolutely not. Paper X weathering the storm there. Again, yes, aggressive, yes, got a little bit, I don't even say dangerous with Jing going down, but they instantly shifted gear. That was perfect from them.
Back into full purchase here.
Look at those
Tom with the Odin in hand. Yeah, the ultimate's really starting to swell now for Paper X. EG actually going to call time. I'm not sure if that did come through.
EG timeout.
And it's also uncharacteristic for EG to be calling timeouts this early. We know that they generally have a plan up to almost round 6. Something that they're notorious for. They come in with very, not scripted pistols, but they have a really robust plan. So an early timeout certainly causing me pause for thought here, Mike. As it stands though, Paper X, I was worried after map 1 they'd take that to heart, but these guys are warriors at this. They've come back with a blistering response.
Setahu gue tuh yang ininya tuh dia bukan headset deh. Cuma buat nutup suara doang sih setahu gue.
Oh, noise cancelnya.
Atau yang headset, kalau nggak salah yang headset kecilnya tuh buat dengerin si manajernya, si coachnya. Tapi in gamenya itu, atau sebaliknya, gue lupa. Coba kita cari.
Ini sebaliknya deh. Jadi manajernya dengerin mereka ngomong lewat telepon. Halo? How are you?
Like I said, even with that paranoia into B main, nobody posted up close to that. So I don't know if Jorgumo is just trying to slow things down, or he's trying to set somebody else in motion. That's the curiosity on my part.
I have those answers to the questions once we come out of this time.
Oh, buat ngekedepin suara doang, suara luar.
They have a purchase here. A couple of big ults, well, one big ult. And the TP. And on the other side, well, we already noted it, looking lush for Paper X.
Berapa ribu ya?
It's like
1000 ada nggak ya?
fairly standardized start, testing towards A, but no instantaneous follow through. We've been seeing kind of not necessarily one-dimensional, but very
Odin mulu sih, Bang.
approaches from Paper X.
Bedshot menang deh.
Nggak pede, Bang.
That might continue here. Looking to regroup ahead of the 60-second mark. Something already trying to make progress towards B. Fish out the turret. Try to, at least on the first peak.
Whoa.
Cleans it up on the second. Reckoning invested here, covering the entirety of site. EG, like I said, perfect read. They're actually playing setup here. Didn't want actually
Culik main flick.
That's a difference. They've had a couple of first picks though, but still, site now being contested. Paranoia center, they try and work off the back of this. CT has 3, they're going to start swinging on through. Jorgamo in a curious position. Keep your eyes on the kill.
Mati nggak? Anjir, something gak dapat Jorgamo.
Swings ahead, and another fight, one to Demon 1. And held in place.
Udah dapat 2 padahal.
Overwhelming. The site's EGs, and this time it worked out.
said the read was generally pretty good of how
Padahal something udah ngeliat Jorgamo duluan.
Reckoning invested almost no value outside of finding the plant. Everybody can be set up to.
Nih udah lihat duluan tuh.
Very quickly here, not giving. We were talking about in map 1, not giving PaperX the time and space to get aggressive. Once PaperX see a little bit of space to play into, if they've got 2 or 3 bodies, they're gonna do it.
I wonder if the adjustment. If there is any adjustment from Paper X yet.
IGL-nya IG tuh Ethan ya?
Apa?
IGL-nya Ethan ya?
To bring into this one.
Nggak tahu gue. Lo yang lebih sering nonton beli daripada gue.
Kayaknya bukan. Kayaknya Bang Toy.
Nggak mungkin Bustio sih, Bustio pendek.
Can they deal with the flood that's going to be coming their way? Knife goes in, clears out towards Dice. See the cove going up, the Lear going to come out, a little offset on the timing, but it's fine. No one's there to challenge this. They're expecting it, but caught on the cross, a lot of chip damage being done here. Calm, laying down the covering fire, takes out Forsaken, the lockdown is in effect.
They have to retreat here.
And this is a good read from Com.
Mindfreak can't really push much deeper than this, but gonna swing onto it now. Com posted up with the Odin. He's found him.
Masih nggak dapat main flick.
Removed any sort of safety net from PaperX here. 20 HP, something, spike in hand, but he's solo on catwalk.
This scares the life out of me. Device falling away. Jing trying to get played in maybe if someone tries to re-clear towards A main. Oh, this is so dangerous!
Aduh, kenapa sih Jing?
Try and set something in motion, but they stack up onto a shot. What a shot! Something removes Com and opens up a chance, an avenue forward. And Demon 1 might shut it down.
Gila, Demon 1. Bener-bener Demon.
2 knives to the head. We'll find EG their second. And straight away
minumannya bukan Red Bull kan di dalamnya.
Red Bull.
Oh.
Bumega minuman.
As if EG are actually the comparison to Split. It was fast, it was pacey. I don't know if the timeout actually was something that Potter's kind of related to the guys. Slow things down a little, let them play into you. Because again, we're seeing a lot of reactive utility as opposed to start of this. It's, you know, taking space in mid and trying to address the back line. I'm curious now of what PaperX's adjustment will be. We definitely haven't seen the same sort of approach in terms of the Reina just yet. We have seen PaperX leaning towards death falling. Shocker.
Who'd have thought it? I mean, it got them 4, but it does feel like a bit of a battle of the minds here. You got Potter on one side, obviously, who has a ridiculous conversion rate when you look at timeouts and next round success, incredibly high. Now, I asked the same thing of Alex here. Does PaperX have that ability now to shift gear? The EG have found that step, right, as you were alluding to. I don't know what the adjustment will be for PaperX going into it. Do they start toying with expectations? They have been deathballing. Do they start trying to punish rotations, catch one of these players off guard? You're going to need something. There's already the money starting to get worked down at here. They still have the ult from Divine.
Belum nih.
I think, what, 2 away from the Viper's Pit as well, but the others pretty far off.
The concern being EG are in a position to almost get an operator in hand for the next round. Behind a purchase also. Hunter's Fury, we know Com's always good for one with the ultimate.
And it looks like a similar look, right? They're trying to sell the same sort of picture, but the pace is on short, and it's Jing to open up the account and pretty much take the entirety of the site. No one is on A. They've got complete free reign here to get that plant down and get the site on their side.
I don't know if you heard it, yeah. But whether or not Com got caught by the Nova.
Main line apa aja bang udah bang.
Backing up towards Fountain to try and use the Hunter's Fury. Jing 45 HP.
Timing.
One. Trying to sniff him out here on shore.
Down a little lower.
Harusnya Demon One mati sini.
Jing 45. Not enough for the first time. Oh, Demon from across the map. Takes out Jing.
Wah, anjing.
Wah, kena 2 anjing. Mati sama tuh.
Denies Demon 1. Nice follow-up from Mindfreak. Better from Forsaken. And it's all on Com in a 1v3.
Nice.
Paper X holding to the A side.
Reactionary Hunter's Fury here from Com. Just ridiculous how good he is on the Sova. As soon as Demon 1 gets contact here, there's even a flash coming through. I didn't even know.
Dava nggak bisa ngindarnya. Nggak pernah pakai Sova sih lu.
That's the thing, you have to watch 3 or 4 different camera angles to really appreciate the little things that evil geniuses do. Regardless, Paper X around on the board, beautiful cleanup from them.
I want to see these guys fully activated now. Paper X looking a little pissed off after map 1, coming back in, fully ready to go. I'm feeling very little intention behind that early utility. EG might adjust off the back of this. 2 players trying to hold goal. Oh my god, the grand reveal! Mindfreak has been removed, and this is stalled out Paper X.
I mean, there's 5 people in B main here and nobody's actually holding for a dart. Com rewarded with a freebie. Boostio played in here with the judge as well, up close and personal.
Be careful. Trying to play the line here. There is no back line for this. There's no plan. There's no great escape for Paper X. They have no other position to look at the map. It's closing in. The net is closing in. There's no way forward.
Kenapa sih?
And the hands of Boostio has defied. Oh, blinded flash, dead. EG starting to figure out that Paper X pace.
Kenapa sih dilawan?
Beautifully done. Com just understands the timing so well on the Sova. The back of the turret, taking contact being dealt with. He waits a second or 2.
Terus yang salah tuh, yang entry duluan Renanya.
Iya.
Bukan race-nya.
Dan nggak di ini lagi, nggak di follow up langsung. Nggak kayak biasa. Biasanya tuh kan Renanya ngeblind dulu kan. Terus Jing masuk pakai satchel.
Ethan, has he been seen? Getting nervous here. I think Paper X found something.
They heard me, because now Forsaken's trying to find Com.
Dibales. Forsaken udah mulai males.
Com and Boostio now, Odin and Judge. The dynamic duo elsewhere on the map. Paper X looking to maybe set up towards B split here though.
I like that. Again, we knew that Death Ball would eventually hit a point it can't carry on at, but Ethan is still ahead of this. Demon 1 taking all the attention, almost enamoring Paper X to focus towards him, but it plays in Ethan.
Nggak tembus lah.
Stay diligent. Do they still check as well? First fight, it's his. Boostio succeeds. Ethan on the double down. Takes away Divine Jing, leaving something in Forsaken with a little bit of space and not a lot
Kenapa
to do
tiba-tiba
with
mainnya
it.
jelek anjing?
And already feels red. Look at the attention towards CT. The crossfire perfectly held. They're going to need a lot to break back in here, Mike.
Something. It's paranoid, spinning back and forth, and Jorgamo will find the headshot, just leaving Forsaken. As a headshot from Demon 1 to find the Prime Gaming flawless. And it's so well thought out. You never expect anyone to be ahead of Demon 1. When he's playing like this, when he's hyper-aggressive, and Ethan, the one to tuck in close here.
A little nervous on the first couple of shots.
A little bit.
But this has broken the bar of Paper X. And that was the first time I think we started to see them kind of explore that slightly less single-minded approach. And it's not a bad approach when it is Paper X. I can't even doubt it that much, but look at the string of rounds now. Nearly 5 in a row here. After that timeout from Potter, whatever it was the cure. It's completely changed the mentality and the read into this game, and it puts the pressure back on PaperX. 5 is respectable, but you want to be seeing a little bit more out of them here. See if they can post up a couple more rounds, give them some safety on that side switch.
See what they're trying to set up towards here. PaperX 4 towards short though. A ton of damage. They're walking into
Kemana tuh? Nggak kena.
How is Jing alive? How's he still standing? He's still
Ah,
fighting.
nice.
Wah, anjir.
Masih dapat. Au, jauh gak mau. Mati lu Demon One. Nice. Aduh.
Apaan anjir? Nice. Tinggal satu. Wah, anjir.
Jesus, that's too close.
Bangsat banget nih kom anjing. Anjing mainnya ini mulu anjing. Oding anjing. Sebel banget gue liatnya.
Nggak ketahuan posisi.
He shouldn't have play into this. I think he knows he's really running low on chances here.
Just wait for an exit maybe.
Yeah. Hello and goodbye. Gonna take away Mind Freak. Squats out one on the side, but again time. Oh, device
Dapat.
None of that here today, and Mike, the absolute wherewithal.
Nice.
PaperX just flew through that side.
Let's go lah.
It takes him a couple of seconds to
Jangan kayak tadi masa round half yang pertama doang.
Makanya.
Jing has a little bit of room to work with, and he's able to get. I mean, that is just
beautiful, filthy.
Yeah. I was going to say a disgusting spray with the stinger, but it gets the job done. In one of the most PaperX rounds I think we've seen so far today.
They could have done with one. It was starting to get a little nervy, right, when you look.
Nggak, cuma entah kenapa di PaperX di sini mainnya aneh anjing.
Kan emang bukan map sekarang mereka ini. Mereka tuh Pro sama Pro Heaven sama satu lagi apa ya?
Ini tetap nggak di throw juga anjing.
Something given a second shot here. Some time and space in middle. Spike not committed just yet.
Something's been noted as well.
Yeah, it has. Now PaperX looking to regroup. Something actually started. I'm still curious towards B-Main.
Just keep in mind how deep EG is sitting on all of this map as well. They're entertaining no early frags here. No one's playing up by tree. No one's playing close towards the B side. No one's even on the A side. They're sitting CT. They're sitting super deep here. Gonna make PaperX work for their dinner. They've got plenty of ults, so
Ethan spotted.
Closing in a little. They're looking for chances here, PaperX, and there's just being nothing offered.
30 seconds left.
Divide at the jump on point now. Utility still there. That's not ideal. Actually, a bit of an issue. Nero catching up to him, but onto site we go. Again, EG not taking the bait, showing discipline. Well, until then, the flash almost
flashnya pas banget lagi anjing.
Divide could have been in danger. 13 seconds now. They're in trouble. Spikes left loose. Play a patient round.
And the protocol list is so robust from EG. Constantly, Ethan jump spotting here. The alarm bot takes contact. They set up for this flash over from spawn to put Boostio in a position to punish Jorg.
Tuh lihat tuh 4 second anjing.
Tak.
Fantastic stuff.
Aiming apa jauh-jauh banget ya? Apaan gue aim begitu? Minum sama nih, yakin banget. Bisa ada yang blunder nih.
Mitigating risk really effectively there.
And look at the pressure. Knife catching Boostio to make this very difficult to hold. They have to respect what's coming their way. And Jing
dapat.
all the utility.
Nice.
The site may be theirs. One stands in their way.
What the fuck? Something.
Anjir.
Something apaan itu barusan? Something lu ngapain?
Hold the numbers, come. Hot on their heels though, he ain't a million miles away
Something anjing apaan tuh barusan? Anjing.
Near on an army.
Ah,
toy with them, see if they can spot them.
He got attacked.
He's been forced away.
Ini mengeluarkan.
Oh my god, the
Aduh,
trophy
dapat.
for the HP. Mind Freak is on 29. This is scary.
Anjir.
But Com is not being given many more chances. He's got to slip. And no shot.
He's got to swap out
The pin's gonna drop. Oh,
Nice. Anjing, something ngapain lu anjing barusan?
Ridiculous exchange.
What the fuck? Itu ultra sense anjing. Makanya anjing. Nih. What the fuck? Anjing makanya. Anjing. Apa namanya kalau Goku apa namanya? Ultra instinct. Anjing something. Tarik
mana Tarik? Yo, Om kita Tarik.
Yeah, oh man, it is
Tarik.
electric in here. Can I hear you guys one time? Just make some noise.
Woo!
Mission accomplished. Yeah, I think they
Gue lupa cara.
Let's talk about the series a little bit. EG, Paper X, who you got?
You know, it's a tricky
Gue lupa
question.
cara ngecilin cam gue gimana ya.
There's really no right answer here. I'm happy for either team that
Cil.
wins, but go EG. Fuck it, go EG.
Udah jam 4 ya anjing.
Oh iya.
We can edit that out, right? We can get that in post, Brad. Do you have any predictions on how far the series is going to go? Is it going the distance or what?
Oh, we want map 5. We pray for map 5, definitely.
All right, last couple of thoughts I'd love to get from you. Talk to me about the new map, in particular, Sunset. What do you think?
I'm excited. When do I get to play?
Right after this, actually. I got you.
Oh, berarti nanti mid game ada ini ya.
Facecam baru lihat gue. Iya, baru gue tongolin. Cuman nggak bisa gue kecilin nih facecamnya. Fuck. Oh, gue lock pantes. Kenapa? Jawaban.
Oh, itu masih bangun.
Go Valorant.
Kenapa?
Bangun dia.
Iya, jawaban masih bangun.
Wow, they are some hard-hitting words there from Tarek.
Valorant.
Go Valorant. Yeah, absolutely right. But 5-7. Yeah. This is an incredibly close game. Now, I feel like the bulk of rounds in this for Paper X happened at the start, right? Gave themselves a nice buffer. There was that turn.
Bang Danu juga lagi nonton tuh.
The springboard back to a competitive
di Discord.
Paper X still hold the lead here.
They do things.
Let's go Liquid.
Scrappy EG showing that they're happy to go toe to toe once again.
Biscuit.
Continuing that trend.
Jing, sabar Jing.
Very early exploration. On the counter swing here from Tile.
Nice.
Kena.
Decent damage.
45.
45.
Oh lu nobar sama Bang Danu, Jo. Bertiga tuh tadi gue liat di channel.
Back on the other side too, almost walking away in very similar spots, but a totally different change of pace here for EG. Much slower, a little bit more meticulous, a bit more careful. You know what you're facing.
Nih main freak nih. Bisa nyulik nggak nih?
Bisa lah.
Head, nah itu dia.
Utility instantly coming through. Now note the spike. This is not their end goal. They're drawing eyes over.
Asal nggak ngepikir tadi aja. Gila tapi pick.
Oh fuck!
Oh, anjir.
4 second kenapa sih? 4 second kusut dah kayaknya dah anjing.
Counting dia.
Again with this timing, this pacing, 30 seconds is going to be down to the wire. This is going to be a very close call on things here, and there's still.
Kenapa nggak ditutup aja sih pintunya?
Yes, lower HP, but still with the boom bot.
Nggak jing.
Does he invest? He could do now. Oh,
nice.
Denies the first man. That's Busio. 10 seconds now. They got 2 targets to find. This is so much for EG, but
Dapat bisa.
Paper X playing forward already. Mind Freak slipping forward towards Switch, looking to get closer by. Divide by CT. The 2v4 is so tricky. Mind Freak there draws the attention. Divide on the
anjing nggak bisa.
ZG pick up the pistol in the second.
Nggak apa-apa. Ente.
Kacau. Tipis itu anjing.
Paper X here. The start of the second half. Beautiful opener from Boostio.
So late, Mike.
Yeah, they did.
Terrified.
Anjir orang apa ya?
Plans
Ini
executed perfectly. The flash over the top to set Com in motion. Really well done by EG.
Fuck.
It makes you wonder though, if something a bit more HP, if Jing was sitting a little bit prettier on the HP, maybe they could have held off.
Tapi winnable banget sih ini Perek nih.
That's neither here nor there as we go forward at 6-7. EG closing the scoreline just
selama
a little
belum
bit now.
13 mah masih winnable.
From Divide beyond that, it's classics. Well, we saw Jorgen was able
Kan
to
kata Aaron, ya kata Aaron gitu,
yet,
kata
but
main
still.
flick.
Stack for Paper X's. They're coming up as the antidote to this round.
Ya kalau your aim like kontol ya kagak bisa anjing.
EG have been quite careful on their approach. Trying to find that
Shot
information
stack
first,
A loh.
and see if they can navigate away from this cluster of mayhem on this
Oh
side.
itu bisa ya begitu?
Bisa.
Expecting aggression.
Gue juga sering
Maybe
gitu.
not expecting a 4-man stack in A main. They're gonna flash out here with Divide. He doesn't actually have a flash.
Oh, tapi bahaya anjir kayak gini.
There's nowhere to run. Demon One's in danger. Tries to backpedal. And now Boostio and Ethan are reeling off the back of it. Yeah, they get the rest of the map, but look at the upgrades. Look at what they get. A reward for all of that work.
Cabut.
Harm will be had.
Oh, langsung
Can they
berhenti.
defend a 2v4 like
I mean,
this?
it's a Spectre and a
Look at
Sheriff.
Ethan. Look at Ethan's position. Oh my god.
Nggak berani.
Ethan knows what's coming his way. 3 on the other side. First found. Second follow-up.
Yang bener aja Ethan. For a fuck.
Performance from Ethan.
That's another round right there.
Anjing lah. Anjing Ethan.
Nafsu anjing ini. Alek masih marah nih.
I mean, this third kill is beautiful. Then the bait with the flash here. Bounces deep. Forsaken has to commit to turning it. Yeah, take a bow.
Kacau.
Oh man, Paper X need you to stabilize here now.
Nafsu.
Coming up. Keep their heads held high in this one. EG.
Tadi thrifty ya? Kok EG senjatanya sedikit sih?
Masa sih? Enggak.
Enggak kok EG senjatanya jelek. Menang padahal. Oh itu AFK tuh something anjing.
Given by something.
Udah iya ya.
All the way towards Fountain.
Something AFK tuh.
Door is closed, so there's no
Woi, something.
real need.
Report
AFK. Something.
It actually just sat you up.
Anjing gak ngotak Jo, Ethan parah. Nggak bisa nih. Harus menang nih anjing. Masuk. Oke mau. Allah Demon. Aduh reload pelurunya habis. Dava yang mana? Dava belakang.
Divide by something side. Jorgamo on the other, they're getting aggressive, they're going fast, something wants in, and he's gone in. He's
Nice! Nice banget! Nice banget!
Depending on something there, and he's
nice banget! Devi!
Let's go, ayo lihat.
Furious exchange.
Anjing buat Demon.
I said, given some space, something respecting.
Oh, something.
The setup here initially.
Gila develop.
Clean up though between Divide.
Let's go. Wah. Anjing kalau Potter EG menang kalah tetap senyum. Alek kagak anjing.
Iya.
PRX menang enggak anjing lu kurang enggak gini. Oh kemana tuh burung? Oh bukan burung deh anjing, nggak ada sky. Smoke. Wallnya siapa? Habo.
Alek.
Habo. Alek Bijer.
Ah mati nih.
Something jangan nentuin aneh-aneh. Ting. Nice.
Ethan trying to set it up with a flash.
Yeah, fell for that one, almost hook, line, and sinker. Wanted to try and punish contact that they had. Jing's not relenting. He's not falling back.
Ah, Jing!
Ethan's got an opportunity, even the scoreboard.
Just look at this setup here. Doing something at Forsaken.
Aduh, Demon selamat. Megang pisau anjing.
30 seconds, they have no way in here. Ethan going for the ult. They pushed forward. Profound aggression from.
He just spotted him.
Oh my god.
Timing.
Oh my good god, he's played ahead of it.
Aduh. Nice, Davai.
Do they realize? When do they turn already? You can see one of them on the case. Mind Freak trying to come on over with 12 seconds, so this plant could be in. Let's see if that cross is made. Jorgamo's made it over that.
Forsaken anjing mainnya jelek banget.
But up towards heaven.
Nice, Davai. Nice banget.
Not denied on the plant, but the Fobs, everything, something now starting to get closer. Comms found something. Mind Freak couldn't quite get the trade. They slipped away. And Davai gets a bit closer himself. Jorgamo's got him. And now it's Davai in a 1v3. Too low. And it's very possible for this man. Look at these angles, brutal to clear, 2 flashes to play with. Can he isolate a fight? What can he do in this? It's another step, looks for the fight. He's got
timing!
1v1, but time is against him. And there's a
fuck! Aduh.
Beautiful stuff here.
Timing udah bagus padahal tuh anjing.
Onto Ethan or knocking him in the null command here. That's the time, but it comes so late that, I mean, you even noted it. When was somebody going to start rotating? But Davai finds the kill, and it's pretty much knife out the entire time. They still don't beat EG to A site.
Si itu mikir karena udah ke flash kali ya.
Beautiful,
sampai keluar smoke.
Mungkin.
Sayang banget banyak, bukan yang mundur malah dimajuin.
Makanya. Gue bingung anjing kenapa nafsu banget Perex anjing. W gaming tapi nggak gitu.
The null command goes up. There's no open sight lines towards main, which is why they try and get aggressive. As soon as they concede that kill on Forsaken, Davai's hand is forced. He has to commit to the flank, and it's already too late at that point. 8 apiece here.
Wow. I knew this was going to be a good best of 5, Mike, but we're seeing this really kept close. I'm a bit worried about this half, though. I think seeing the kind of start we're seeing it from EG, looking quite well prepared, the money scenario for PaperX, what do they do with this? And the timeout hitting as it is,
Gilato, La Cruzca, Celabro, Senmera, Pendejo.
This composition should be hard to make work, but they're aggressive. They know how this plays out, right? It's not the first time we're seeing it, but I'm a little worried. I'm seeing a hero rifle on
Ini Viper harus di lockdown nih.
Have the showstopper to play with, but Jing not throwing a shield in the mix here.
Aduh, bahaya banget nge-pick mulu.
Tuh kan something, ya Allah.
Spammed up at 51 HP. But escapes death.
Ngapa dia nge-save ya?
Itu Rafli lagi bareng lu apa Discord? Discord.
Iya lagi bareng kan jatuhnya.
Kalau lagi bareng masa nggak ada di kamera, nunduk di bawah dia Jo.
Some of those moves we've been seeing coming out, some of those aggressive plays, the flashes off the back end. Speaking of aggressive plays, there's the flash.
Nggak dapat.
He knows he's drawn attention here. What do EG do now with the information they've received?
Very cautious approach here. Saw an earlier example of anticipating aggression. PaperX already looking like they're going to lean towards a stack on A. Incorrect read here with what we can see.
Main retake ini ya? Oh, ada ulti sih si Davai.
Belum
EG have done
tentu.
really well to deny information across the map, so forcing their hand at PaperX in that regard.
Yeah, absolutely. So this should be the green light.
Forsaken nggak ada
Resistance
senjata.
towards the B site here, so it's all on how much can they achieve on the way out. And I already like the readjustment from Comp. I love seeing this.
I think we just saw a teaser from
Dia kira dia bawa spike kali apa
getting the
gimana?
cloud burst up onto the top, the flash out from Ethan. You get that employed once again, Cobb.
Anjing! Main freak!
They don't have time really to maybe run and grab that. Maybe Forsaken can try and give it a go, but they can get a bit dangerous. Hold on, that flash is a bit of an issue, but it plays in Bustio.
Mati lu Bustio. Anjing masih sempet dapet 2! Dapat 2 anjing.
Dia landing anjir.
You can hear the timer ticking away.
Anjing.
Demon 1 willing, ready,
Siapa
and
tahu dia
able
di laptop
to remove the final
di bawah.
threat. This round was a gamble stand.
Anjing. Ya nggak mungkin di laptop dong, kan bisa mabar juga samping gua anjing. Mabar, nobar. Bangsat dah itu Bustio tai. Masih bisa dapet tuh. Oh line up ya?
Iya line up kan tadi gua bilang.
Aduh. Tuh, Alek goblok.
Alek langsung kesel banget itu pas itu.
Kok tadi Spanyol siang dah?
Masa sih?
He's behind Peter actually. Wow. So I hold a very, very passive angle here. This isn't typical really of PaperX's approach here. Well, not typical of EG's approach either, but
Normally good for it. And he's cleared out common angles. He's basically facilitated this whole site hit. So something has
miss.
The first shot not landing opens up so many opportunities for EG. Not feeling secure on the side just yet. PaperX looking maybe to pounce on this. Waterfall in, and they do.
Nice, Jing.
And this is looking much better here. Holding with 5 alive. Can they make it more? Yes.
Oh, nice.
Damage done. Good.
Wah anjing.
Dapat main flag. Ai.
But the plant's not in. It's held in the hands. Jorgamo not quite there just yet. 24 HP that all the Bustio has to boast. And now looking for the plant. Jorgamo's got Jing.
a late lockdown as well.
Ai.
Real issues for PaperX.
They've got to run. They've got to get out of it. This is the plant that they wanted. And now a true 3v3, but that no. Something. Maybe. Oh my, wait.
Nice Forsaken.
Bustio try and reflank through mid.
It looked like it, but Forsaken was so ready. And now the counter roll.
Assalamualaikum Jogemo.
He's screwed. Trying to stick around on the
Oh,
side.
dia mau ulti loh.
Noted. He's been seen. How long can he survive? He's gonna be hounded down.
Muter-muter.
Bingung, Jogemo bingung mau kemana.
3. Tap on the spike. First challenge found. Second.
Nice.
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 I love the idea here from EG. Again, the execution, and maybe this is relying on a kill or two towards short.
Kena kemana tuh? Wah anjing. Mati lo Etan anjing.
Satu dong ya.
Etan RE7 anjing. Etanol. Etangga. Etan setan.
Terbang. Etan yang suka terbang.
Etan yang suka terbang. Etan helikopter.
And it looks like an aggressive start for him as well.
Waduh.
Tries to capitalize on the aggression, TPing elsewhere on the map, but PaperX disengage.
Nice!
Very quickly something. Bustio as well. There's a little bit of value with that operator in hand now.
Anjing udah jam 4, melek sampai jam berapa ini anjing?
Udah jam 6. Lama ini. Asli.
Orang game 5 anjing. Game 3 anjing.
Vulnerability there, but it looks like maybe Devi's the one who could receive the attention if they further the pathing up towards Tree.
Ya parah Jo anjir. Gila bikin cenat-cenut anjing.
Sabar lu anjir deh.
Something. Nice! Something! Nice! Nice!
Mindfreak tucked into this pocket.
Wait, Mindfreak.
No, they have no idea. There's no idea. There's no way to vie even. Not his call on the way up regardless.
Nice. Davai. Your aim like control. Your aim. A team. Dar. Cakep banget. Santai. Bustio santai, nggak usah ditelen.
PaperX one away from the pit. EG, I think really on the brink here for them. Yeah, right rifle in the hands of
Blessing.
Demon One, trying to get something done here. An early paranoia though.
Nice, mundur, sama-sama mundur.
Negated by paint shell. EG don't want to give up the space though.
But there's a
Aduh.
Forsaken's got to be careful.
Wah,
He's
cabut
the
dong.
last
Wih.
standing bastion of this site. Support's on the way, and the bike gets there.
Aduh, Forsaken ngapa sih?
Cut to Forsaken. It rolls on the floor. You're looking at Divine, who's been absolutely nuts this map. CG continue. They can pause for a little bit. They're still above a minute. This is early fights, and the temptation for that rifle, I'm sure, is just as well. But Bustio knows better. Note mind freak here. How far does he go? No, I think he felt the timing out a little bit.
Sure, EG though.
Dia nandain mana sih?
Paperex with the correct read though.
Oh, something.
Something is activating here. This guy's coming online. The last couple of rounds have been essential to this player, and a fantastic catch on the
Mind freak, nice.
from Gom. There's no escaping your fate. You gotta stand and fight.
Nice. Jagemo lu nggak ada, nggak bisa. Mati lu Jagemo, anjing mati.
Let's go lah, let's go.
Let's go. Fucking let's go.
Looking like they want to answer back here with a map win on Ascent.
Let's go lah.
Tuh anjing kena ting ting das, gila.
Bisa pas banget anjir.
Inhuman reaction.
Anjing tense muda anjir.
Time out lu bro.
A pivotal time. This could be outcome defining here. No key ults to depend upon for EG. This has to be just in the server traditional approach. On the other side, I mean, you've got the Vikings
let's go lah.
one away from Devise.
Secure round lah.
I mean, I was talking about Paperex having real concerns in terms of the inventory the last few rounds. Now they've strung 3 together. It gives access to some real game changers. In terms of opportunities, I mean, another round potentially for Jing will have him a little closer to the showstopper as well. The pit notoriously difficult to overcome in terms of.
Tapi aneh banget Paperex, maksudnya mainnya tuh nggak kayak tadi di split anjing, aneh banget sih Forsaken-nya.
Forsaken-nya udah mulai kesel aja. Pancing decknya gara-gara tadi ditembakin.
Demon ngentot, demon tai. Loh, kok something nggak full armor?
So what's the answer? I've loved what something's been able to do. Yes, obviously a very flashy.
Apa karena mereka vandal?
Oh enggak.
Ganti. Forsaken AWP. Forsaken kok AWP.
I mean, he's just hit that shot, and then you take the operator off him.
What is he up to? What is the game plan here? It looks like
Dar.
he's getting into it. They're getting aggressive.
Nice, Demon kena.
This puts him on the chopping block. Forsaken not gonna land the shot he wanted.
Aduh, jelek banget.
EG running away. They don't want any of what's being sold over there. They've already lost Demon 1. Yes, Jing fell as well.
Does the pit come out from Mind Freak now?
He has
He's
every option.
ahead of the wall.
Mind Freak, are you mad? Get out of there. EG are on the way. It could be hot fashion, a swing. That's audacious.
Aduh.
They've just given them a 3v2 and an open sight.
I think they underestimated who was here and when. Forsaken still has the operator. Something on the Vandal. This seems just bizarre. And with the chance, something slipped forward. The Cove actually.
Oh, nice banget Forsaken.
A 2v2 now on the side. Bustio and Com trying to keep control. Swing, a miss. Com on the trade, but he finds Forsaken.
Aduh, kena lagi. Nice. Nice.
Gila,
something. Nice. The fuck. Pas banget dismissnya anjing.
Sempat deep dulu loh.
Aku mati itu, Rena lagi ngilang. Iya, kena belakang. Anjing.
Tuh.
Ih, nice banget. Something. Udah sampai kaget no. Anjing lu, ngapain lu? Aim lu nggak kontol ternyata. Line up.
Goblok.
Given Paperex map point here. EG trailing by 3.
Kenal ya?
Mampus, balikin aja, balikin. Aduh, Jing. What the fuck? Bustio! Kok bisa dapet? Wah, Davai.
Anjing Forex nggak ngotak anjing.
Something position towards mid has an operator, no chance to actually swap this weapon out ahead of the retake. He's actually popped his Empress as well.
OP-nya dipegang something lagi, kayaknya ngomong udah 4 second. Kayaknya gue kusut udah pakai OP gitu.
Dapat nih. Dapat nih.
Aduh, kenapa gitu main freak? Main freak kenapa kayak begitu?
Another example with the layering of utility
Ya tenang udah.
is so good.
Kenapa nge-pick begitu? Main freak.
The flash allows the ping to come through. You can see that Ethan actually tanks the Lear. He's nearsighted, but the ping from the recon is perfect. Speaking of perfect.
Stop it.
Nih 4 second kok bisa kena.
Kelihatan dari bullet trash-nya. Ketawa lu dia.
Ya kan apa? Don't troll opsional.
10 to 12. Paper still on the verge. One more round. They tie up this series. Something interested in middle here.
Ini kalau gue jadi si Davai nih, gue tinggal anjing A ya. A nya gue tinggal, gue lihat mid. Kalau gue jadi Davai, tapi kan gue nggak jadi pro player, jadi Davai keputusannya bener.
Does have the TP and opportunity to regroup later on, but find themselves a fairly favourable engagement here. Lockdown will clear sight as well.
No worry for their exit. Okay.
Hancur.
Lovely. Oh, that's fantastic.
Nggak guna lockdown lu anjing.
Felt as if they knew where Jing was earlier on.
Lockdown lu nggak guna.
38 seconds and they ain't got a step towards sight. And look who's on the other side here. Something.
Aduh sayang banget itunya kepake ya.
Oh nice, nice something. Aduh kaget, something kaget tuh.
Divine looking to get involved though. A pixel out of place and he spotted him. But 20 seconds, EG need to keep going. Divine's gone
Aduh, kena lagi.
Jing trying to fill the void. Catches on the cross, gonna deny Com. Getting towards the side.
Waduh, oh gue kira nggak dapet.
Ya.
They've got to get the spike down. They've done just enough to get into a 1v2. Demon 1 out of this.
Bisa, winnable.
To try and take down the remainders. Sitting pretty. Perfect HP. But can he find the double stack towards hell?
Aduh, nggak dapet.
EG.
Anjir, overtime.
Belum. 12-11.
Oh, belum.
I feel like with one round just there, they've just broken the momentum that Paperx had established here in the second half on Ascent. I mean, the second shot to Jorgmo is out.
Nggak, ini main free kenapa anjing?
But there was so little
Nge-whiff anjing.
Come out finally after a string of rounds. Paperx forced into a lighter purchase, be it just a stinger.
I was wondering if they're up something with the rip there, Mike. I saw 3 of them stacked up and again a little worried. It doesn't matter the scoreline. Paperx will still.
Nice 4 second ada ulti.
They just got the reckoning off that. That early aggression is rewarded in the reckoning. Now they have the showstopper. The 2 ultimates that can be employed towards a retake here.
Divide and Mind Freak getting a little closer makes me nervous.
He tried to pop flash off this last time.
We're so aware of a nicer angle to hold those who's just not affected.
Fade things out. In terms of information, you figured out initially early on where Forsaken is. Now you know where Divide is. Com trying to confirm a third presence.
Aduh, jangan ngepick. Woi, dapet. Woi, dapet. Woi. Woi, dapet. Woi, something.
Gila.
Wah.
Secure udah.
GG. Something.
Gila. Pasti diomelin ntar nih.
Let's go Paper X nggak sih? 1-1 nih.
Gila.
Sampai pagi nih, iya sampai pagi.
Iya.
A hard fought for game, but here in map 2, a 13-11 is everything they could dream of.
Iya. Map selanjutnya langsung dar. Anjing.
Wah, anjing roller coaster banget bangsat.
Itu maksudnya kan Excel. Oh ini ya seatnya.
Kursi Secret Lab enak gak sih?
Cobain aja.
Beliin dong.
Minta sama Firman.
Man. Predik nggak sih, ya kan? PRX.
Little moments of joy are not so little. They are pure joy. Therefore, treat yourself. Come to Andalucía.
Gaming Amazon Valorant.
Red Bull gives you wings.
1-1 nggak sih?
2-1 lah, Paper Rex. Enam menit lagi.
Berapa sih? 2 menit, 3 menit?
2,5.
Kita ngomongin politik kali ya?
Ya, jadi tuh kemarin denger
nih.
Iya, denger. Ini harusnya di play ininya aja tahu nih, highlightsnya.
Tapi kalau menurut gua nih PRX
Gue
Gitu aja sih.
Tungguin bangsat.
Kenapa lu guin?
Iya, mana tahu ada hadiahnya.
Bang Danu sendiri nah di channel tuh.
Channel siapa?
Channelnya Jopan yang Kirbo.
Oh ya udah. Suruh join aja.
Suruh join siapa?
Join yang Kirbo.
Kan udah join deh.
Oh iya, benar. Berarti nggak salah ya?
Iya.
Kalau salah berarti apa?
Disayang Tuhan.
Oh kok gitu?
Nggak tahu.
Siapa yang bikin dah?
Enaknya sambil nunggu stream bokep nggak sih?
Aduh. Gas. Kecil aja kecil. Pojok kanan bawah.
Kecil aja.
Cobain dulu. Ya kalau kena ban berarti ya udah. Ya habis ini langsung main das. Apakah mereka akan agresif? Kita kalau main seagresif kayak mereka udah ini kali ya.
Udahan kita uninstall.
Iya, uninstall. Gak bakal main lagi udah itu.
GB here, and I have two special guests yet again on the broadcast. It's Anna Dolan and Alito Fadia. Give it up for them. Because literally we're here because of them. Okay? All right, well, glad I got you guys here for a brief minute. Obviously, an incredible game that we just watched. If you're just joining us, 1-1 tied in the series. Paper X managed to take ascent. Let's talk, though, about that opening ceremony.
Well,
Holy moly.
Let's talk about the dance cam. Like, I was just on the dance cam.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, okay.
Yeah, no, I treated people to some cake on the dance cam.
OC was incredible. We have been planning that OC for a very long time. I think it
Tapi
was.
kok
How
tadi
did you all
si
feel
Jimin
about the
nggak
OC?
ada warning
Everyone?
yang body.
Orang pas kalau lu tonton tuh kalau lu perhatiin pas si siapa? Pas si Demon ngetoksik langsung di-cut anjing. Kalau lu sadar. Kan kalau kayak kemarin Perex kan ada full kayak dia ngetoksik kan. Ditampilin kan sama Riot. Tapi pas Demon langsung di-cut. Langsung diganti ke facecam.
We have over 40 events happening all around the world. We have roster mania starting, and we of course have game changers later this year in Brazil, which we're incredibly excited about. Let's go! Yeah. So yeah, and then next year, of course, we're doing so much, bringing events to new locations: Madrid, Shanghai. More teams playing in international leagues. We're very, very excited about the future.
Yeah. Any hint on where we might be next year for champions?
Anna and I are saving that, and we're going to announce it later. We'll keep that in our back pocket.
I tried really hard.
They keep trying. They keep trying.
And what about you, the future Valorant for you from the game side?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's easy to feel like the year's over because of champs right now, but it is definitely not over. We got a lot still going on. We've got Sunset coming out. We just showcased that today. Super excited about that.
That's nice.
Premiere is finally launching for
by the way,
realsies.
where's Sunset take place at?
Oh, that one takes place in LA.
Oh, in Los Angeles!
Los Angeles!
Who doesn't like that?
I know, we are very proud of that map, obviously. Premiere is launching officially, very excited about that. We have a Duelist coming out later this year. I think people keep forgetting that I announced that earlier this year. It's gonna really shake up the game. And then all the teams are already working on stuff for 2024. Like, we don't stop. So we are going to kick 2024 off with a bang.
Okay. Okay, that seemed, and then you did the thing too. Okay, well look, guys, I want you guys to leave these incredible people here at the Kia Forum with some love. So you have a message for the folks who came out today?
I do, yeah. We're so appreciative of all of you coming. We put so much work into this, and it's all for you, fans. We appreciate you so very much.
So much.
I want to thank teams for playing an entire season. It's been an action-packed calendar. I know a lot of them are tired of playing, but yeah, it's been a great season, and we just are, full of love and appreciation at this moment. So thank you all very much.
Yeah, and honestly, just a huge shout out to the teams all across Riot. Putting on something like this is no small feat, and I appreciate every single one of you. But more than anything, we appreciate all of our players. Without you, we're absolutely nothing. Thank you for coming today, everybody. Thank you.
Incredible stuff.
Thank you.
That's gonna do it for us here, guys. Give it up one more time for Leo and Anna.
Woo! Thank you.
Thank you very much, GB, Anna, and Leo. And look who's joining me on the desk for this. Bren, Paper Thin, and Saisha, welcome.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we've just jumped in the middle of it. We're coming in cold. Thankfully, the Desi guys have been keeping it warm as well, setting up this matchup here in the grand finals. But no time to waste. Yeah, no time.
And I'm here to break the Achilles curse for Paper.
Oh,
that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
Okay, so that's why they won the last map. Let's talk about something real quick, because the Reyna on Ascent, we're going to see it on Bind as well. What did you guys make of it?
He played fantastically. I think he was one of the players that was struggling to get value in the previous maps where they played up against some of the top teams on Reyna, but he really got it going. Big kills on the pistol round, which was what Seth was saying. They needed to win a pistol. They got one here, and even though it was tight, he got value on attack and defense with the Reyna.
And what's impressive to me was he was able to play isolation a lot here on Ascent. So that's what he needs to do on Bind. That's where he's often left on his own, covering showers, covering long B, flanks like that. If he can start picking up value there, that's where the map can snowball in Paper X's favor.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting seeing if they do end up sticking with the composition. I can't imagine they're going to be changing it up last minute, when they do run the Reyna as we head into Bind.
I mean, having said that, they just changed up their Ascent composition.
Yeah, that is true. And also EG did change up their split
apa nih?
last minute. So
Paula said she did it this morning.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I think both of these teams are at the quality right now and have enough of the backing and fundamentals down that they can make small tweaks, right? We're not talking fast compositional changes, but we're talking tiny tweaks.
Well, let's take a look and see if we do. Okay. This is my favorite Prime Gaming agent.
4 second Yoru yang bener aja sih.
With the breach, I fell in love with this team because of this composition when they ran it all the way back, years and years ago when they went on that run into the grand finals of Copenhagen as well. They were really bringing this one out. It's a heavy hitter. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. I just can't wait to get into the game.
This is going to be insane. I mean, something, by the way, plays Breach on Fracture when Paper X does play that map. He's very good. He's got great timings with his utility, but it's going to be a very different style. It's going to be completely different than what you're used to seeing from Paper X on Bind.
What I'm a little concerned about is when we were watching on Split, I think EG towards the end of that map ended up being able to hold for the defensive.
Tapi 4 second pakai Yoru biasanya ada kejutan, Bli.
This one, it is going to be map 3 on Bind. Let's send it back to your casters, Pansy and Hypok.
Oh, a vintage composition going up from Paper X. A little bit of a twist of the
Kenapa?
knife of expectations. And
aja
EG now
tempat
to walk
temen.
in against this.
Lu masih dendamnya sampai sekarang sih?
Itu anjir, gue ngeliatin lagi bang. Itu gua pantu dar bener bangsa.
Kan outplay ceritanya. Lu mah gak ngerti gameplay gua.
Kotor aja nih, pialanya gak dibersihin dulu. Masa ada sidik jarinya anjir.
Itu berkerak anjing, kagak dilihat ini dulu.
Itu yoyo bego.
Map 3, one of these two teams has to break the deadlock now, head to head. Paper X going to be walking into this off the back of a fantastic performance just a moment ago. And EG have to steady their nerves now.
Anjing udah subuh.
Looking to continue the trend of death balling. Lots of bodies outside Fountain here. Stimbeacon will come down. Ethan hasn't actually flashed yet, but he will note the Trailblazer.
Ethan.
Stun comes through. He's going to get double stun.
Nice.
Look at the assists on that bad boy. He was dead before he could blink. Not a chance in hell. And now Comp trying to get away with oh my god, he still gets one.
Nice.
Ridiculous. But again, it's on the aim of the back line to Boostio doing some serious damage. And
Aduh.
the from Jorgamo.
Kok keculik?
They're down so low. And
Aduh. Aduh, jelek banget.
by Jorgamo. How did EG convert that back?
There's such a weird 3 to 5 second pause here on the orb on B
Masih
long.
awal. Kasih aja dulu.
To maybe set up for this flash play through. but it costs PaperX everything. EG should have never had a chance to play back in here.
Zero, that start was dreamy. Taking down Ethan Marie had a chance to react.
Tapi gue bingung dah, mereka tuh walaupun udah pindah sana sini, udah gerak sana sini, proses placementnya tuh gokil ya. Aimnya tuh.
Iya ya, kayak anjing muscle memory bagus.
Team 1 now will be played in. Scope in hand still. Forsaken actually commits to this. Tag comes through, Team 1 down to 72 HP, but still feeling pretty good about that.
Something's chilling.
I think I just saw him rub his hands together, basically as if, yeah, I've got a kill here, boys.
I'm good.
Somebody's definitely taking this TP.
Maybe something.
I thought he would just flash through to check the TP then. He didn't, he went through towards showers, but definitely leaves you wondering. And EG's starting to get a little antsy. They've drawn over the additional body towards the B site there.
Sabar.
Hujan. Something, trying to indicate presence, but the two players who are left on this A site for EG, well, I was going to say they were playing deep, but Demon 1's looking for a chance. Jin can't quite close that gap quick enough. And
something, he actually came out of the TP.
Oh, no.
Nice. Something.
He's still good for it. And they're taking the grand tour.
Very good, very nice.
Position could be pivotal.
Wah, ditungguin kom nih.
They're going to waterfall down, bounce once, and then
Aduh, dapat 3.
three back to back, and oh my God, Forsaken, as if he got that.
Oh, dapat tuh dia.
And the spike is everything. It's deep in enemy territory, and they're so unlikely to get away with any more. Trying to be naughty around the map, and EG keep 3 alive.
Sayang.
Spectre absolutely farms on the back of the Viper Wall decay here. Khan picks himself up. A couple of kills. One away from the hit already, actually.
That's big. Big work early.
Kok bisa ya mereka main Skrida ke bawah banget gitu.
Gue juga gitu kok.
Dia dengaknya dari bawah ke ini, lu nggak gitu anjir.
Gue juga gitu.
Iya lu gitu. Iya lu bengkok.
Bengkai gue.
Bengkai.
Bengkai.
Waduh.
He keeps him at the doorway. Can't get through. He falls off from this. First blood drawn instantaneous. That's Jin gone. Lots of that burst is now removed.
The read is perfect as well. The PaperX is going to go for the double satchel flash into showers. Demon 1 now played in on shore. Spotted though.
Lama rotate
for just a moment. Late usage of the trap will go through. Focus their efforts now onto shore. Beautiful stun. Let's try and set Forsaken in motion, but let's come through to a kill.
Jugmo's movement is actually a treat to watch at the moment. Still holding a little bit of space, but PaperX now starting to carve away at this A site, trying to find themselves some safety for a plant here.
Aduh, pas battery low.
Great trade for Demon 1. Forsaken and Mind Freak trying to break the back line. That is the critical kill. Taking away Boostio opens up this map. They should be able to get safe plant down. Now yes, the battle fell into the hands of Ethan here.
Jangan nge-throw yuk.
This is a lot to ask. He's gonna play ahead.
Divine.
Anjing masih dapat lagi.
And now you look towards Com. How much value can he get? Not very much. They've taken the TP. They want
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
Dua-duanya di sana ya?
Enggak, satu tele.
I mean that snake blood should land.
It has.
Just outside the orb though. Want to tank a little bit more damage there.
Flash to play for Ethan. Could try and maybe allow Com a chance to close the gap, but look at the creep coming in as well. From Mind Freak, slowly working around by CT. That's a very favorable fight for him. The flash. Oh my God!
Gue gak demen dah Mind Freak, kenapa sih mainnya aneh banget dah?
Forcing him away, allowing Com the angle, but something still standing. Remember what he was doing on that last map. Remember, this man is a straight up killer.
Drop.
Oh, but he ain't got it now.
Cing, nafsu banget.
Anjrit.
A combination from them.
The fake flash is just beautiful. A Com still lands.
Lu pro player ya, cuman gimana ya? Gue ngeliatnya males banget anjing.
Mind Freak has to be seething after that one. But a beautiful round from start to finish by Ethan.
Anjir.
And the play outside the showers ahead of the volley as well. Give EG the bonus conversion
Udah
here
biasanya
on point.
banget anjir. Tuh anak sultan gitu gitu. Kata si Alek.
Quick to it.
Aron.
The ults are very close here too. Plenty on the cusp.
We'll find members here. Same sort of attempt here with the stun and the flash. TP up long here as the pistol round.
Oh, Forsaken's
He's got the ult. Yeah, he can investigate right away inside.
They can't clear him, so okay.
Nice banget infonya.
Yeah, shoot my body.
Yes. Tembak.
But Ethan still with a chance to do some damage. Great trade and a great follow. The two remainders
line up lagi ntar.
in a lot of trouble here, but
Bang elbow.
now it looks like Mind Freak's keeping a little bit of a watch towards this. Demon One's not all that invested just
Satu
yet.
elbow.
Kill. He's got the paint shells and the showstopper online here.
Oh nice.
Very sharp
Beautiful.
to find their Demon One has
Ke-secure nggak sih?
operator now. PaperX will find themselves first round here on Bind. On the back of Forsaken's info gathering on the Yoru.
Teleport's ready. That's not ready. A gift.
Forsaken doing wonders there. As soon as that Viper pit came up, it was just
It was instant, yeah.
He knew what was going on, and I've got to say, bigger picture as well here. This is going to be a really tough game for Ethan too. You saw that pressure on Long, the amount of utility that's almost tailor-made to catch him off guard. He's going to have to find a way to handle this, because we saw it in the pistol, we've seen it led back to here. Now obviously that's with the supplementing, the ults coming in and everything else, but just straight on through, find the confidence.
Yeah, it's tough as well, because Com doesn't want to completely disengage here and allow the pit to fall, but he's in a spot here where it's very easy to wallbang.
Yeah.
I mean, the only real spot there behind default where it's kind of reinforced, but even then it's risky.
Not many options. Still with a purchase, but you're going to see some pieces missing. Ethan on one side of it, down to SMG. Judge back out for Jorgamo, but it feels like he's wanting to run that, but you're looking at the rest of PaperX, who are now stabilizing a bit here. Seeing the lean forward from Demon One. Pressure once again. Looking at this B site, they're being tested time and time again here. PaperX make no subtleties.
Mundur.
Team one off the showstopper. Got himself a kill. Ahead of things here. Going to follow up the Trailblazer.
They're going.
Satchel through.
Oh, this
Tons of
man.
space created. Com's found the kill.
Com over delivering, and Ethan trying to keep his head down.
Aduh kena.
Tries to save his boys, but now the
Wait.
strike left in the hands of EG. Device surrounded, he can't get away from it. Boostio the one to put him down. Forsaken overwhelmed. EG respond right back.
Kenapa ya mereka tuh ngeliatnya hal-hal yang aneh anjing?
Very different pace today. Across the
Kayak musuh udah jelas-jelas di belakang gitu. Kenapa nggak mantau sono dulu gitu?
Go blow for blow with PaperX. We'll force a timeout here at a 4-1 scoreline. PaperX going to be scratching their heads. Funds are really starting to dwindle. Ultimates, yes, but haven't found much success yet outside of creating opening engagements, and even then they're not really converting that towards rounds.
No. It was quite interesting, an interview with
Puli.
Potter prior to this when discussing
Ya turu dia.
PaperX and kind of discussing the
Jadi temanku udah turu guys.
fully committed to this. Any indecision, they'll win. Anytime you second guess, you hesitate, there is a chance PaperX, they will close that gap, they'll win that fight, they'll play to the pace they always will do. So interesting to see that EG have changed a little bit of the tempo towards this, maybe more willing to brawl, as if that's the conclusion they've come to, then fair enough. But this does mean these games will be high octane throughout. I don't think we can stress that enough. And I think for PaperX, we're going to have to discuss what the buy is going to be looking like into this round. And for the rest of this game, yeah, do they fully commit towards this? I mean,
Divide's in a spot to maybe throw a rifle in here. You see him quite often buy down to 700-800 credits, even on a save.
Ya guys, teman gue udah tidur, ternyata satu lagi guys.
Mindfreak keeps the sheriff.
Tidur teman gue guys. Turu.
they've got ults. Maybe a little set piece in mind they want to bring through. With the ults they have, I don't mind it so much, but again, I don't think any phrase could be more applicable than high risk, high reward. They need a bit of this to work out. Otherwise, it's 5-1. You've wasted your ult. Your money's in the bin.
It's the trademark of PaperX.
Yeah. And a big adjust here. 4-player stack towards A for EG.
Com will hear the boom bot. Curious of what information he's relaying. You can already see Boostio.
And back across. I mean, he can sort of just play in spawn if they have something incorporated around the orbital story. Yeah.
Look at this.
I thought Jorma was going.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, wait, is he actually pushing this one? The flash turn, Demon 1 back to it.
Balik lu.
Look at the damage that could have done. Already doing a lot.
Ntar dulu. Ntar dulu something.
Sat in the corner.
Wah, nice, dapat.
That's his chance to escape. They've done serious damage. Forsaken now. Left in pieces. And Paper X have the opportunity closed in this round. Where do they pivot to?
They don't have the smokes left now. They haven't achieved anything on the back of the window created.
Shower 3 anjas.
Smokes being invested.
Flash didn't catch. But look who's here, Jorgamo, get out of it. Cleared. Fantastic from something. Next in line, Ethan. This is when the ults become critical key. Counter flash comes in, but the ult gets popped. That shot. How's Boostio?
Ooh! Bangsat. Oi, what?
So clean with it. Mind Freak now next. Where's Divide? Trying to invest the flash. Great work for Paper X.
Nice anjing Demon.
They gotta get it done now. Plant gonna come down and Demon 1 is watching. Eyes trained on this. Mind Freak looking for a fair fight, and there's not much fair about this 1v2. A molly to play, and a shot missed.
Anjing miss.
Mind Freak gets to reposition. Still not certain about Com.
8 bullets. Has to find an opening headshot potentially.
He's trying to play a little ahead here. A little bit of a gap to play with, not much, and that gap has been closed. He had to try.
Nggak bisa kemana-mana,
He
anjing.
might EG playing in unison. A nice attempt from Paper X, but it wasn't enough to keep control of the map.
I mean, it's just heartbreaking that Com still at this stage of the round has 2 snake bites to force him out of the corner. Beautiful stuff. Busio's first shot.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a headshot as well, by the way. Something.
Marah Alek marah, marahin Lek. Marahin Lek.
That was a force up. That was, I think, what, 2 of the old Showstopper there and Rolling Thunder, right?
I mean, we have investment again as well, but Divine and Jing have brought down to 300 to 2. It just feels a little desperate right now. This makes for very uncomfortable viewing if they don't find a round here, Lauren.
See the pressure starting to be building towards the side. 4 players stacked in for EG though. Jorgamo denied the first try. Jing gonna pick up the mantle.
Aduh.
Jing with another essential trade. Gonna keep some safety on the site to maybe facilitate the plant. Maybe not. Denied
Anjing.
this time by Boostio. Pausing for thought as Ethan can now come back around. Something's in danger. He's so low HP.
Smokes have dropped as well. Which gives Ethan a little bit of an advantage in this situation.
That's big from Jing though, identifying the position still. Even one's still got to do work here.
2 lawan 2 ya.
And a flash and play for Ethan. Who moves first?
Alek ngamuk.
Ethan, but Demon 1's gone. Catching that cross, and now Jing with it all to do. Oh, he's found the first.
Wait, dapat. Ya Allah.
The Demon 1 puts him down. Paper X unable to strike back on the board.
Beautiful way to close out. Demon 1 starting to land shots now with the operator. Com goes huge under so much pressure after Jorgamo falls. Still here to, again, counterbalance this, gets Forsaken and Divine in this situation. Like I said, Paper X, unfortunately, it's another example where even in that 20-second window with Mind Freak smokes down, they don't get the plant in. The despair starting to show. Coach cam. A 6-1 scoreline here for EG, who are looking dominant.
Aduh, pada mentalnya pada kena anjing.
Forsaken trying to build that ult back up. Did well for them before. They're being cornered in. The re-aggress EG looking like they want to get into things as well.
Cuma thread 1.
Oh
nice.
God, Forsaken's gone down as well. Jorgamo's just unleashing fury.
Tahan.
Look at the damage that man's doing.
He just keeps peeking.
Zero respect, pure confidence. Gone waiting. Smoke's dropped, as is Mind Freak. Divine out. There's nowhere that feels safe. A chance at a plant, maybe. 48 seconds. What much can one man do? He would love a kill here.
Creeping closer and closer.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Noted here. 30 seconds left. But you got to feel like he has to have found a kill already, Lauren.
Yep, and with Com slipping even deeper towards Showers, not allowing it to be easy, no one is giving Devi freedom. He might have to just take a... It's a gamble at this point. The flash, yes, he now knows there's someone in Shower, but Com, he's not going to let this slip. Look at this. This is just excruciating for Devi. He can't find these kills, and EG slip into absolute discipline as PRX slipping into despair at 1 round to 7.
And a beautiful crunching Showers here. Utility comes flooding through. Said Jorgamo, just keep swinging. Refusing to back down.
Yep.
You like that hole, baby? You like that hole, baby?
Will force another timeout here from PaperX, burning both by round 9.
They're struggling here.
I mean, dare I say it's looking at the economy being a little
makin jelek anjing mainnya, capek banget mul.
Because they're in a situation again here. It's going to be Stingers, Sheriffs, maybe. They don't have the same benefit with a similar purchase we saw a couple of rounds ago, but they have a showstopper on a Rolling Thunder off the rip.
You're right.
They have an orbital strike. Want to find for Forsaken and Jing, sure, but that's the first hurdle. I don't feel like PaperX have got past the first hurdle in a few of these rounds so far.
No, they're definitely struggling to get that activation here. Not even seeing the individuals find that impact. Harder to make it work. Credit to EG for coming out looking fantastic, obviously, but this composition was a little bit of a surprise for us, and I don't even want to blame the comp on this either. It's not been the worst part of this. It's not been able to find what they need. And they go back in, and it's Sheriffs and a Stinger, Mike. 1 orbital strike. I don't know if they've got a pocket piece built around this.
We maybe try and get Jing into a position here to find a kill for Stinger. You know, I mean, you know he's good for one. Again though, draws out the paint shell, the boombot, fault line. Demon1's back on the angle already.
Intip.
I mean, he wasn't expecting somebody to be drifting back up this way.
Oh. They're sticking around. They're willing to disrespect the utility and re-clear. The only surprise is Jing is going to close enough towards Jorgamo, and this 1v1 has been going.
Nice.
Generally, Jorgamo's
Nice.
way. That's a nice change, and the flash is fantastic.
Oh, Forsaken, let's go.
Taking over the site now off the back of a perfect flash put into place by Devi. Blonde now and the time on their side. A 5v3, a couple of upgrades here and there.
Aduh,
But a
keculik
chance
Mind Freak.
made. You think gonna catch Mind Freak on the way back out?
3v4 now for EG.
Oh, this angle.
Jing could absolutely shut this down.
Oh,
he's spotted though.
He might have just lost that chance. And Forsaken's found him once. Much better.
Nice banget Forsaken. Oh, nice. Nice banget.
PaperX adjust. Off the back of some wondrous work coming in towards Lamps, clearing on through. Beautiful. Outdoing Jorgamo, forcing him away. A lifeline here, Mike.
Definitely a lifeline. A very slow approach here. With a lesser purchase will net them the first round since round 4. But EG not necessarily feeling the heat in that regard. Financially, maybe. The ultimates here, just missing 1 for a full deck. Ethan 1 away from the Seekers already, the pit. Invested here. Shut down towards B long.
PRX testing the waters. Demon1's anyone willing to take the bait towards Showers? Not the case. Ethan sees nothing. Obviously, going to note the shots, but that's about it. They've got to try and figure out where this PaperX side is going, and it's cautious and it's slow. And it's very
bisa 984 juga bisa ini mah.
Do they dare challenge towards a pit? Surely not.
Who's next?
Forsaken, we're going to pave the way here. A D1 spotted a junk peak. Trailblazer will come through.
How long is he standing on this man? He does have. Oh!
Ditungguin sama Forsaken.
TP on the TP, and Forsaken gets it right. That's the site ready. Oh my god, the counter. The ults right on top of each other, gonna deny the plant, gonna come through, but Jing holding the line, defending this with his life if he has to. They want to get that plant down. Backline though, gonna be tested by Com as well. Oh, Paint Shopper! Paint Stopper! Oh my god, this is ridiculous. They paused. They paused for a second. Is there a plant? Can Com deny this? I'm seeing the jump up as well. Jorgamo trying to close the gap. Something with a missed shot. Mindfreak's got Com. Backline secured. The gap is getting close though. Divine now on the swing. He's got one out.
Nice. Davai nice banget. Davai nice banget.
I mean, clinging to life right now, putting everything on the line.
These last 2 rounds.
Yeah, just to get another 2 on the board.
The TP from Forsaken.
Just,
come on.
I mean, it's so well crafted.
There was no escaping for Demon 1.
There really wasn't.
I guess those 3 rounds right, EG have felt the pressure. No more of that. Barely any more rounds to run into this, but I mean, they've broken the money.
Indeed, we talked about coming into that, they were 1 away from the Seekers, and that would have been a full deck in terms of the ultimates. Everything is thrown into that round.
What do they have coming back out? Demon 1 can get a rifle. Ethan can buy. I'm looking at Boostio, who's going to be lacking. Com might struggle. Obviously, Jorgamo down on the Stinger. He's been sitting with the judge, but still, this is far from ideal.
And in a wild turn of events now, Paper X have a little bit of a financial cushion, a buffer. But still trailing by 4. I mean, if they somehow come back to a 7-5 half here, it just defies logic how they fought back in.
The grit and determination to be able to do this would be wild. They've got a full purchase, no ults to depend on. I think they're 1 off from Seekers. A couple away from Rolling Thunder, but that's neither here nor there. Can they keep isolating these fights? They're going back towards the A side here. 4 play stack from EG.
Say, atypical utility, especially Jing's way ahead of it. Jorgamo shuts him down.
Aduh, nggak lihat lagi gua.
Now they're going to lose Jing on this one. That's a problem. That's a rifle in hand too. A nice little upgrade. I'm getting curious. Does it catch any of the audio cues or note any of the players? Something will be.
Something kena culik nih sama Com.
That's enough. He's in trouble though because they've taken towards long here. Forsaken's ahead of this and forced away the flash in unison. Buys him a little bit of time. Oh, come on. Nice shot, but something's got the trade. A 3v4. Keep in mind the weaponry, the flash to a device, something with a full kit here. He could be critical. He could change this game. But Ethan's aware. He's watching this. The flash through.
Wah, nice banget.
From Divide. The site looking safer by the second, but Boostio on the way. And speaking of timing, that's the spike down. Molly to follow potentially. Com on the punish. And now Mindfreak in the 1v2. He's on 13 HP. What's he meant to do with this? Can he find Demon 1? Can he get the clean kill? He's trying to creep a little closer. Look for anything, anyone to give him an inch.
Salah banget.
But they've taken a mile. EG turning it around in a Thrifty.
What a crazy turn of events.
Salah banget
EG
Mindfreak.
respond with a round when they basically had nothing to bring in here. They have no right to find an 8th. Give Paper X to Rolling Thunder, the Seekers for round 12 here. But EG gonna be loving that.
What's the options now? And it looks like a pace change actually from EG. Straight down B long, but Jing's gonna take maybe the space. He's gonna surely hear this. Wait, they're taking a look, but they have no idea the amount of bodies behind this. So much presence down long, they didn't expect it to be 4 of EG. The trade out is that Devi and Jing go down.
I mean, the wild thing is, it's one of the few times you see Paper X in some semblance of a default as well. Able to isolate a couple of players on the extremity here, but elsewhere, Mindfreak gonna get an opportunity to find.
Wah, kayaknya nggak bisa lanjut nih gua anjing, habis ini Lotus.
Just been playing contact.
Bener 5 match anjing, nggak kuat gua.
This is the plan all along for EG.
Kalau 5 match nggak kuat anjing.
Could catch Jorgamo. The spike is tripped.
For second kena.
But doesn't. And now it's on Mindfreak and something. And yes, Mindfreak's got space, but as you noted, Com has been sat here waiting for this the whole time. And look at it. Look at what's on the other side.
Jangan lupa play download It Takes Two.
Fully aware, EG handling this round near on perfectly. And something, it ain't happening. EG on the adjustment here, pumping those brakes right back at a 9-3.
And it's such a beautiful read. Even after this, they find the opening 2 kills, they sit in spawn, they're happy to just concede the entire map and play towards their strength in numbers. So well done, and a 9-3 half here for EG, firmly in control of Bind, Lauren.
But can they close? Can they get over this one cleanly? We know the fight in Paper X. We know these guys can absolutely deliver when needed. But for now, a treat.
Kayaknya gue abis ini tidur dah, nggak kuat gue anjing. Anjing. BO 5 anjing. Oh, 10.
Wait. Yeah, we do. Hey, buddy, how you doing? You feeling good?
I'm feeling really good. Crowd's amazing. The matches are really fun to watch. Hope everyone else is enjoying it. Let's make some noise.
It's great, right? Like, look, here, check this out. You can do, like, so long as you say something with confidence, right? Guys, can I get a yeehaw? See, all you gotta do is just say it with confidence. So you try, go ahead. Think of something.
Anjing bang gue banyak yang
Lemons.
kosong.
All right, everyone, say
Kenapa?
lemons in 3, 2, 1.
Banyak yang kosong bang gue.
See, you just gotta be confident, Tens. That's what it boils down to. Hey, I'm gonna get your thoughts real fast on this matchup. It's looking good for EG, but Paper X have been known to bring it back in the past. Where are you thinking? Where are the chips gonna fall at the end of this map?
So it's definitely looking like EG is going to take this map. Paper X cooking up a really interesting comp. Respect to the Yoru. I love that. But yeah, it's looking grim at the moment, but I could definitely see Paper X surprising EG with certain like set plays that they might have cooking up in the lab. So definitely have to stay tuned and we'll see something.
Yeah, no, I have no doubt about it. Now, obviously, you know, prolific player in your own right, obviously wanting to have these opportunities yourself as well. Curious to know what's the future for Tens next season?
Future for Tens next season? I'll just play games.
He just plays video games, baby. That's what it's all about right here. Give it up for the legendary Tens. Appreciate you, brother. See, look at that. It's not that hard, right? We're going to go ahead and send it back over to the casters to get this show on the road and see how this whole baby's going to wrap up. Lauren, Hypoc, over to you.
Thank you, GB. Always a treat to hear from Tens.
Ini abis ini turu gue nggak kuat gue.
Semoga
menang lah setelah gue tidur anjing.
They've got 3 to the name. A pistol would be the first step, right, Mike? They need to get this one going.
Udah 3 jam anjing. 3 jam 3 game sejam-sejam.
Jam 7 biasanya selesai.
Do we see any form of aggression, any proactivity across the map?
Jam 7 dia
So
biasa
far,
selesai.
have
Jam
learned
7 jam
flawless in
8.
terms of the reads, in terms of the setups. Even here, poised. Just in case Paper X do decide to put anything out to open up the round. Trap set up early, just the other side of the Viper wall on shore.
Aduh, gue pengen kencing lagi.
Might drift
Kencing dulu.
towards the B side.
So it's Divide and Forsaken. Divide deciding against falling to what happened to Ethan, essentially. Trying to sit a little deeper. Make them work for this.
Mundur.
Flash to stall, rotations on the way. 3 players trying to come on over, and Forsaken good for it. Fantastic find. Boostio goes down.
Dapat lagi.
Does get the trade, but no follow-up. They've noted that no one else has come out. They still at least have 1 player watching this push, watching this cross. They've stalled out EG.
So already Mindfreak looking to rotate elsewhere. 40 seconds left, so plenty of time for EG to recover the situation. The flash will come through. Here's the pop coming through.
Yeah, good trades. Great work from Jing. Back-to-back kills. Keeping this looking good. Jordan, the last one alive.
Nice.
Barely. Divide doing the damage for Paper X. That's the pistol round they needed that could get them back into this matchup.
It was very, very similar to the same round we saw from Evil Geniuses in the first half. Able to create a little bit of pressure onto B side, but the recovery is there for Paper X. Divine and Jing will combine.
Jom gitu nih. Mau apa tuh Jason?
Paper X set up here with 2 towards showers. The smoke will go down. Retrieval of the orb. Clone sent through.
Something.
Something.
Fantastic. But now Boostio and Cobb trying to do a little bit of something, but I mean, Cobb's, that's a lot to do with the classic.
Halo.
Maybe Boostio
Ih, kena lagi for second.
get another down. I don't know. They've got the spike back, like defended. They've got it to hand. I don't think Boostio's going to get much more play on this.
I want to try and remove another rifle. Weapon here. Probably the judge the most expensive inventory here. So you're trying to pre-aim the jump spot.
That could have hurt. Oh, but so can
Anjing.
That's 3. Now there's a little worry. There's the judge exceeding. They have closed the gap. They are literally around.
Kayaknya lu telat ya nontonnya.
Corner something. Where there's the storm, gets him out of danger, and the scoreline's not looking so bad.
Anjing kena aja lagi.
Always want to see the bonus converted though, and with 3 kills coming through, we'll see how PaperX do decide to carry. Obviously the judge singing here for something in showers. Yeah, it does make it concerning, considering the deficit, the reliance on converting this bonus.
Wondering how far Forsaken was going to take that, but it's okay. Double stack Tortuga that's getting my attention now. Jorgamo, easy. Be careful. It's a tentative start. Caution being shown. Yes.
Anjir, crossfire-nya.
Flash ain't going to really dissuade too much. Actually going to lean forward. Judge ready. Sides again sticking around too long.
Scout destroyed.
EG unable to pin anyone down yet.
Dafai bahaya banget.
Well, if I say that, Forsaken will fall. That's Demon 1. Dry up short, actually.
I have the spike.
That was the rifle. Fortunately, Mindfreak is close enough to be able to pick that back up. Filter it back through. And EG creeping closer. Spike is here. This is the commit. There's still 2 players on this site here. Molly going to go through. Mindfreak hoping that's going to dissuade them a little, make him a touch uncomfortable, and gives him a fight.
Dapat. Nice.
Boostio gone.
Nice.
And a 4v4. Jing on the back lines too, trying to wrap round towards this Mindfreak again.
Aduh, nge-swingnya salah.
Jorgamo's got him this time. And now they're looking for the plant. Do they try and close the gap now? Jorgamo trying to get ahead though.
La.
And EG just clean house.
Kok gitu sih?
Double digits found here. Boostio, the only casualty. I said you're pinning your hopes on a bonus round conversion here, because still a bit of a gap for PaperX to try and close.
Loh, Elon Musk.
Where's that from? That can't be from in here, surely.
Is that a bigger reaction than 10's got?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn. Must be nice. 10-5. Focus back on the game now. PaperX, another challenge for them. 10 rounds. This crowd's funny.
Jangan lupa ntar install in text tuh,
I can't quite tell what they're saying, but
no, I can't hear it through my headphones.
No,
gue belum install.
I need more side tone.
Gue udah selesai dari kita selesai main Valorant, udah selesai.
Lalu tadi main sambil download.
Enggak. Kelar itu udah
There was a little bit of a glimpse behind that.
Yeah, saw the TP.
If anything, might sell them a little more, but you can see that this isn't being fully accepted.
Ngapa sih Forsaken?
That's not going to work out. EG get that first draw of blood here.
Nafsu sekali.
They follow through though.
Stalled.
I mean, baiting out, waiting for the rotation, allowing a couple more seconds
Forsaken
to
nggak beda
pass
jauh sama gue jadinya.
before committing to the TP, but something hasn't budged. Neither has Jing. Rolling
They've got the rifles. They've got rifles, they've got ults, and now they've got a couple of challenges heading their way. 25 seconds, EG need to stick the landing. And Jing standing ready. Paint shell over towards Showers, but he looks back towards short. Forced a little deeper, he's got to be careful. And they're going around the map, they're taking the tour.
They can cut off the rotation. There's 10 seconds left. The plant will come through with plenty of time. This will give the vote.
Wait,
Wait, nggak dapet. Langsung rata. Hah? Kok langsung rata?
I mean, it can't get sent any later.
That was as late as they could leave it.
EG played the timing perfectly here to have 2 chances to plant the spike. But it doesn't even matter. EG find it every
1, 2, 3. Ini mati, oke.
That's a prime gaming
Ini mati. Lah, Ethan dapat 2 dari mana?
Itu di ini, di apa long.
Astaga.
PaperX back down to a broken purchase here. SMGs, a couple of sheriffs.
Pokoknya kalau PRX nggak menang, gue nggak beli jersey-nya.
As it stands, it looks like EG might be tipping those scales here. And now they'll be forced further forward. And the spray.
Lah, udah nge-whiff masih dapet.
with the third. Mind freaking something in a 2v5.
Nge-flash teman
EG taking that last map personally. Didn't like that activation coming out from something. Want to put him right back down. And PaperX unable to springboard forward. Not gonna happen now. EG looking for their 12. Looking to get onto that map point. They want this. And they're gonna get it.
Ya Allah. Semoga comeback dah nih. Ini kayaknya map nggak bisa diambil sama PRX dah.
Ini mapnya mereka, cuma merekanya nggak tahu lagi baku kayaknya.
Kayaknya udah ngedon dah.
4 second-nya ini anjir. Paling banyak bikin salah 4 second anjir.
Oh, 4 second-nya aneh banget anjir.
Sort of trends we saw on Split, but are happy to get aggressive. Just look for an engagement and commit to it.
Kayaknya mereka mentalnya hancur dah kalau final deh. Kayak takut gitu loh.
Nafsu sih kalau kata gue lebih ke sana.
But EG relentless. Look at this pace from Jorgamo. He wants this done. He wants the next map. He's looking at Lotus already.
4 second ngapain tele di situ?
Udah clear.
Udah GG. Nggak bisa. Nggak bisa udah. Nggak bisa.
EG delivers it. They take the lead in the best of 5.
An outrageous performance from Evil Geniuses. Absolute destruction of PaperX. We come back out with a curveball, but it gets shut down, Lauren. I gotta say, with that performance, EG looking pretty poised right now.
Hey, look.
To potentially drive this one home.
They've just taken the lead. I'm not writing it off yet. PaperX still have a huge opportunity going forward. This is everything we wanted from a grand final. Do not go away.
Lu lanjut, Pli.
Gua?
Lanjut.
Kayaknya lanjut.
Ini gua ngantuk nggak bisa nih gua.
Ya udah.
Sampai di sini. Oke, streamnya gue sampai sini aja karena gue ngantuk banget anjing. Tapi kayaknya ini gue tetap nyala sih komputer gue. Bye bye semua stream down. Oke, thank you for watching. Bla 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 bla. And see you next time.
Starting at just $25 when you bring your own phones, guaranteed for 3 years.